Good evening, everybody! Welcome to tonight's episode of Tales of Yoranta, the Wailing Seas. We're back with episode 13, and we're gonna attempt to fuck up a fascist dictator today. So, yeah, I have no announcements. I don't think anybody else does, so we're just gonna hand it over to Owen, and get this fucking party started, because it's gonna be a wild night. Owen.
Well, I have... Where did we leave off last session and start? That is the problem. I believe you were approaching 8 rings after having fled from the fort and witnessing Shackle approach heading south with her force. You spotted a column of armed troops and so made haste, making an exhausting ride, travelling the, I believe it's sort of 40 odd miles in one day of hard riding and brooming. We'll go for some.
When we got back to town, we did talk to the Electrum Guard, and they had like the bombards.
Yep. First, you met a familiar face in Fortune, the Wood Elf mercenary, who offered to switch sides. You agreed, though developed a strong mistrust over the course of your travel back with her. Arriving back at town, you discovered the Electrum Guard had arrived. You were allowed into the city as they recognized you as the adventurers that had gone out to deal with Shackle, and you made your report to the captain of the Electrum Guard. That is where you discovered that they had brought one of the Gemstone Guard of Akun, who are their essentially contract-employed mages for the Sunken City. Elza Donavtori, the Raelgar mage, seems to have brought some of her inventions. She's famous as an alchemist, though seems to dabble in artificery, and has a arcane technological device she refers to as a bombard, essentially a giant cannon. Test fires were done, it makes things explode, and you retired for the evening. The day of preparation was spent double-checking the loyalties of the turncoat Fortune and making sure she wasn't getting up to anything dodgy, and revelations amongst the party as to their past and scars of the present. We left off with... going to start with summarizing the day of preparation leading up to the evening in which the army of Lord Shackle arrives outside Eight Rings. So, it is approximately a late morning, around 11 o'clock, by the time that you all recovered from your day of hard travel and everything that happened up at the fort, which was yesterday. What do you do?
I had an idea. I was going to, along the same lines, seeing as I'm not super useful building wooden palisades or anything like that, I was going to put my espionage and counter-espionage skills to the test. And one, I wanted to see like if there was, I guess, any spies on our side, because there's basically a day left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there's any spies on our side that I could find. Any people maybe hanging around the defenses, trying to sabotage them or anything like that.
Make me a investigation check, please.
Sure. I will. It will help very much if I am disguised, so I will definitely be somebody else.
Okay.
13.
13. You feel relatively secure that there is no tomfoolery going on.
Okay.
The gates seem still secure. There's no one outside. Looking off the sort of the town palisade from the watchtowers, the land outside the town is barren at this point. Everything's kind of been brought within the town walls. There's not much in the way of activity. Cattle has been taken south downriver, and so it's just a somewhat eerie emptiness to the fields.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be spending like most of the day doing that. So.
Okay. Vigil?
Is this for the same day, or is this after me and Turk spent time training the militia last time? This is after that, correct?
No, this is that day. So I suppose you were doing that.
Yep.
You had a brief discussion about what you wanted to do. We never actually went through it.
Okay. In that case, yeah. Vigil is going to essentially suggest to Turk, sidle up to him and be like, okay, well, 90% of these people have probably never held anything sharper than a bread knife. Let's go and instruct them on how to use bigger, sharper things. And probably, like, in the fact that he might get a few looks in the fact that there's a Cavoli training them against a war against Cavoli now, essentially. But at the same time, having insight into their tactics might help. And also knowing, being someone who was raised in war himself, he knows the thing or two. And Turk is a very, very martially skilled individual as well. He will be looking to him for things that he's missed, and things that the Cavoli don't teach, like fighting dirty. Vigil does not do so.
I don't think Turk fights. Sorry, I've got pizza in my mouth. I don't think. I don't think.
Character.
Yeah. Turk found pizza, guys.
Turk invents pizza in this timeline. But yeah, I think I'll save you. I think whilst whilst Vigil's training these people, if he gets like any questions, like he'll probably answer them, but just very straightforward. Like you're not going to get any expansive answers from him. He just goes, "Do you know how many we're facing?" Yes.
They can add their proficiency to simple weapons.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, we have improved their odds of survival statistically on the dice.
Do spears count as simple weapons?
I believe so.
Cool.
I think so.
Nice.
That's essentially what I want to like outfit like most of the people that I recruited with is with spears.
Yeah.
Reach is good.
Reach is good and also good against horses.
They're also cheap to make
Mm-hmm.
and require little skill.
Yeah.
Stick
Iron
'em with the pointy head.
stick of wood.
They are the AK-47 of the medieval world.
I think I'm gonna quote that. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Pretty spot on.
You've been quoted.
I've stolen the quote from somewhere else, so feel free.
That's D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah. It's just like smart people stealing from other smart people, but giving credit when we can.
D&D, stealing from other smart people.
So,
So,
Turk, I assume you're helping with that.
yeah. So, yeah, it's basically helping out with that. At some point during the day, you see Turk like just writing down things into a notepad, into his notebook. You'll see him just like write for a second and then kind of look up thinking and then scratch it out and then write something else.
Fair enough.
So, that's happening.
Yeah, I guess I kind of want to ask you about that, but at the same time, like, I think I'll ask you once everyone's figured out what they're doing.
Okay.
The three old fishermen that you met at the tavern are pretty crap at everything, but throwing spears, they seem surprisingly good at. You suspect years at sea with a harpoon has given them quite the throwing iron arm.
Sweet.
Cool.
I can't wait for Battlefield mumbling.
We're gonna get. So we could set them up on the up on like some on the palisade walls, with just like a supply of sharp sticks to throw.
It's not so much a it's not like a wall around the town. It's essentially a big sort of 10, 15 high wooden fence, feet high wooden fence, at which at points there are watchtowers and platforms you see people in.
Okay.
It's not quite the ideal fortification, but it's a fortification.
Yeah, we're making do with what we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these markers that look like a helmet?
They are Electrum Guard.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nice.
apparently have flower decorated World War I style helmets.
They
Style
are-
helms.
It is a helmet from a local museum.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
They wear plate, half plate armor, which the steel has been painted on, as described last week. It is quartered in a checkerboard pattern with the sigil of Sunken Cocoon and the sigil of 8 rings.
Nice.
Nice.
So they're currently walking around in, and the armor looks very fresh and clean. It looks like they painted it en route.
I was gonna
So-
say, they normally don't have anything to do with 8 rings. This means this was like specially designed armor for this occasion.
Well painted.
Well, yeah.
Some seem to have what appears to be their employment contract also written on their armor, though not with any particular elegance. It seems like the soldiers that have done so have written it themselves on the armor, so it's kind of somewhat scratchy handwriting. And yeah, they're walking around in bright yellow, and it's a kind of a yellow and black checkerboard, based on the sigil of 8 rings.
Subtle.
You know
So
what
yeah,
it
they're
is.
not exactly camouflaged, but they're pretty funky looking.
So we're traveling with a bunch of armored crash test dummies. Here's hoping they're good at stabbing.
I imagine they will be.
Good. That is their purpose.
Yeah. Hoping they spent as much preparation on their tactics as they did on their outfits.
That's true. I mean, we have a cannon now, so that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They are currently the world's only standing army, so
Holy shit, really? Damn. Okay.
Wow.
they are not standing armies aren't really a thing that anyone
How has this world not been conquered yet if no one has a
We
standing army?
tried.
Yes.
because standing armies are a relatively modern concept.
Yeah. True.
Uh,
We
Delicious
tried,
nerf,
you
but-
bastards.
like there are men at arms and mercenaries that exist. Knights in sort of the Tassel has its a more feudal system. Spadia has like a standing navy, but not a land force.
So did,
Alright.
did we establish what Soren and Enzo were up to during this time?
Enzo's off being spy boy.
I'm doing counter espionage. The shittiest counter espionage because there's no espionage to counter, it seems.
Okay.
But you're ready if there
Or-
is.
Or the espionage had a higher DC to detect.
Yeah. Or I only
That's
rolled a
true.
13.
What's Soren doing this time?
Gosh, what is Soren doing? Y'all haven't seen him.
That's a good point. Shit.
Y'all went off to go train armies, and Enzo went off to go be Enzo, and you have not seen Soren all morning.
Alright. Well. I guess as time is nigh, I guess it's
Harvesting
time.
blood.
What is Soren doing?
Murder!
I hunger for the blood of those I will conquer.
No. No,
in
actually.
this...
Soren has a brief conversation with Glimmer above the city, just about what we talked about in
Yep.
stuff. And then he's gonna go down to there's really not much for him to do. I mean, he's a wizard. I imagine, would he know that he would be in the way if he went and talked to Alchemist Makat stuff?
Alchemist McCart stuff.
I forgot her name. Elsa. He might go see if Elsa needs any help with anything, but I'm gonna guess she doesn't.
As you approach, she seems very much just busy doing her checks and work and scrolling in her book. And
Okay, doke. I'm gonna go find a spot to the south, off the wall or that bridge.
okay.
And gonna attempt to commune with the local Eidolon of the lake. They say it's gone, but it might not be, and it could probably be helpful if it's still there.
Okay.
So I will show up with. I actually have that sea elf pendant with me, so it might help. I don't know.
Make me a Wisdom check.
Or just a check?
Just a wisdom check.
Okay, my wisdom's not very good, but alright.
You summoned the sea serpent in the middle of town.
That'd be fun. Waiting
Sup,
for roll
bruh?
20 to take up. Oh, 19!
You spend your day in focus and prayer and offerings.
Offering Hoffer.
No response. Absolutely nothing.
Some milk and cookies out.
So, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. I guess for that last part of the day, if nothing else happens, I will, we have one more day until Shackle is here, right?
I think this is the
suppose-
day that we've got.
Like
Supposedly
tomorrow
she
morning.
arrives this evening.
Oh, this evening, but she will attack in the morning, supposedly.
By most convention, yes.
She's not really
She could-
followed most conventions.
She could attack in the night, but it's as difficult.
That's what we call a DM hint right there.
Hmm.
You know, I was gonna cast Sending, but I think I will not. So, yeah, if nothing happens, I guess I'll just go hang out with Elsa and see if I can be useful. See if I can swindle a gun out of somebody. Not swindle, but, you know. If they'll let me have one.
beg, borrow, and steal.
I borrow.
Wizard. Wizard with gun.
Hey, if I run out of fireballs... I don't always want to light things on fire when I kill them.
I recently watched some WoW cinematics. Can you make one of these boats levitate and then fly it over the battle?
That'd be cool, but no.
Yeah, they have, in terms of the fancy explodey things, they have the one bombard, which has been set up on the bridge to the north.
Yep.
Their tests throughout the day seem to be... It's on a sort of a rotating platform
Okay.
that takes a while to rotate, but they can kind of get a 45-degree general arc, so they're trying to decide where to point it.
Okay.
And 10 of the 30 Electrum Guard seem to be carrying these arquebus devices.
I have an extra one kicking around.
No, they are very protective. You can certainly ask.
I'll ask.
But-
Why not?
Okay.
The
guards
worst thing they
are
can say is no.
to Elsa Donatori.
Yeah, I would ask her, not the guards.
Okay. As you approach, she is currently inspecting a barrel of the material she referred to as sand.
Yep.
Which you would know Sanfir is the name of the sun in this world.
Okay.
And also the mythical Eidolon of Fire. They are named one and the same. And so it seems, essentially it's called like super fire sand.
Firaga.
But yeah, she's looking at this barrel of this almost Fanta black powder. She kind of dips a finger in it and turns, says something to the guard next to her. He gives her a bit of a weird look, and then puts the lid back on the barrel, nods, and moves it half a foot to the left, puts some canvas over it. She nods, returns back to her device, where she is inspecting what you notice to be rings of engravings around the barrel.
Ooh. What do they say?
They are in arcane runes and sigils.
Okay.
And as you approach and begin to inspect, you hear a excusez-moi.
Oi, sorry, just looking.
If you could not look at my work, this is not open for public inspection.
I'm just gonna back away, because I'm too shy to say anything.
15 feet. Thank you.
I have Glimmer go look. Invisible.
Okay. As Glimmer goes, she stops, looks around. There is something here.
Holy shit.
Espada! The guard turns, drops what he's doing, runs over with a halberd. Check every nook and crevice, there might be something here. I think it might It might be invisible. If you find it, kill it. It might be a spy.
Oh my god, okay, sure. Glimmer needs to
Uh,
leave. Yeah, okay.
And
come on
she sits and begins muttering to herself and you see arcane runes begin to right.
Okay,
Beginning to spiral.
I'll have Glimmer come back to me. Yeah, my shields are
Okay.
invisible until I'm down the wall.
Glimmer does. About, well, a short while later, the runes sort of explode, not explode, but they poof, and then stream into her eyes. And as she opens her eyes, they have this pale ethereal light, sort of almost trickling out of them. And she begins looking around. And seeing you, what form is Glimmer currently in?
Probably Magpie?
Yeah. Keep the bird away. Nothing near here.
Goes where he pleases.
You can see the effects. But this is my life's work. I will not have some errant mage come and run off with my secrets.
City mages think they're all that. Right. I guess I'm doing nothing because I'm a wizard and this is a siege.
Okay. The day passes with the tension growing. The sun passes overhead and begins to sink towards the distant horizon. The sunset and the sunsets over the last week or so have all been a deep bloody red, which is common for this time of year. Darkness creeps over the sky, and as it does so, the floodplains around the river fall out of sight. But in the distance, you see specks of campfires beginning to be lit at around 8 o'clock in the evening. It seems like the army has indeed arrived. I do have a night until the expected assault.
Gonna go find the boys. What they're up to.
Yeah, I'd probably be back at a tavern or something.
Okay. The town itself, people are beginning to scurry into their homes. You see sort of doors and windows being blocked in case the worst happens. Some are being hurried out on some wagons out to the south and just out fleeing the town, hoping to escape the conflict either way. One last minute arrival. There's a bit of trouble at the gates, though eventually they let the figure in as you see a familiar orc come stomping into the gate.
Hat?
Oh god.
Yay.
With his hat.
He's
And
back!
he simply gives the explanation of, I saw a ship with fancy painted men. I think fight. I want to fight. Who will fight?
I love this
Holy
guy.
shit. This guy's my next character.
Damn.
This guy's Belcroft's cousin.
And if one of the painted men dies, I get their hat. And gives you a kind of a very melodramatic, over the top wink that he is pretty sure is stealthy.
That's the law, my friend. When somebody near you dies, you get their hat.
And,
Yep, read it in a book.
Vigil
Law.
just slowly brings his palm to his face. Just,
Captain Vic finds his way to the swordfish and gets plastered that night.
Wasn't it Vin?
Was it Vin?
It was
I think
Vin.
so.
Vin, Captain Vin. I had
Yep.
Vic in my head, but apparently that was wrong.
Captain of Wine. So, assuming that we're all together, and assuming that we've heard the news that seemingly the enemy has arrived,
Seemingly.
I'd like to point out that are we worried at all about the possibility that they might attack overnight or
Yes.
send people in overnight to sabotage things, you know?
Yes.
I think it would be unwise for us to just go to sleep and wait until dawn and hope they start things in a gentlemanly fashion.
we could have some people on watch over the night, just in shifts.
Yeah.
I think it would be wise.
All right, who goes first?
I don't mind going first.
Like second watch with Glimmer. You can see better than I can.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dark.
I will take third. We likely
Oh.
have all bases covered at that point.
Right.
Apologies, Turk. We all have advantages in different ways.
Yeah.
Enzo
Alright.
and I can see in the dark, and Starin has glimmer. And
You used his name. I'm so proud of you.
what? He
Nothing.
just kind of
Nothing.
looks at Starin for a second.
Soren appears immersed in his spellbook.
Just kind of looks back again.
In the grand scheme of things, 60 feet of dark vision from her.
Mm.
In terms of
Hey, man.
spotting
Better
an
than zero.
approaching army, Turks, you're at as much disadvantage as anyone else. It's just those, the small details up close.
You could
That you
you
might
could come
miss.
sit with me if you like. You got better hearing
Okay.
than I do, so maybe.
Alright.
Just out of curiosity, I imagine you lot don't want me taking sending.
I mean, is
You-
there anybody that if things really go sideways, is there anybody that we can get in contact with immediately that would be able to help?
Maybe the boy?
Maybe.
I'll
He
control
brings
it.
his big serpent-like friend, perhaps.
Or just
Did
a lot of
you-
lightning.
Last time, did you manage to reach him?
I didn't reply if I did.
Yeah. I worry that he might be gone altogether.
I don't think that. No, I don't. No, sending would probably not be a good idea.
Hey, Owen.
Mm-hmm.
We determined that the casting focus that I have is a divine focus, not an arcane focus, right?
No.
I'd like to just put it on, cause fuck it.
Oh, is in the
It's the elf pendant that he
Elven.
gave
Oh,
me.
that is a divine one. Sorry, I thought
Okay,
yeah.
then I will
if
not
Sor- the
use it.
Soren. Yeah, it is a divine focus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I can't use it. That's fine.
it is built to channel the faith in the old language.
Right. Okay. Not me.
Which,
Yeah. Vigil can make
Actually,
use of it.
Vigil has one point he would like to raise.
Okay.
We have an option that we have actually not considered at this point.
What's up?
Vigil will pull the pendant with the shield.
Oh no.
We'll pull that.
No. No way.
I do
I mean-
not know the limitations and...
Are you wearing that?
No, he had it in his bag.
Okay.
It's gonna wear the thing. It's a trophy. It ain't a fucking... Alright, so... Because we want to consider all options. I have no clue of the extent of this. I'm not sure how far the control goes. And as such, I would not suggest it until we use the until we know the full extent of what it does.
Yes.
But if it is an option, perhaps we should consider it.
Nope. No. Absolutely not.
Would you mind at least you doing that ritual identification thing to determine its capabilities?
And I'm gonna
I
say.
thought we did already. I thought I did already.
Did you?
I did. I think. Yeah.
Hold up.
Wasn't
yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't
So-
that on
so
the
do we-
like disguise?
That was like
pendant?
That was like 2 sessions ago.
Well, I mean, do we know that, like... So I guess there's a question for GM then. Do we know the full extent and limitations of it then through Identify?
God, I'm looking at my notes.
You know that it is a devil talisman. It is bound to an individual devil, and owning the talisman allows you to summon and control it.
Great.
And do we know if that control is absolute?
Yep,
It is.
seems to be.
So
Oh shit.
wait, we can summon a devil with it?
Yep.
This
I mean,
can't go
specific
wrong.
devil.
This
It's
can't
shield.
go wrong.
You said shield
can
was
summon
wearing it,
shield.
right?
Yeah.
You can summon shield itself.
Shield was a devil? I thought shield was like a mechanical construct.
It's a
No, he had
metagon.
flesh.
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, it's a
Isn't Shield the one that became a metal ball when they died, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
And it came back after we
you could
killed them.
see there was like a blue flesh
It was the
Yeah.
infernal
under the
calling
arms.
spell.
It's just the armor. When it died, the armor.
are there devils that become constructs made of metal that I'm not aware of? I did not think there was any overlap in those.
They're sort of. I don't know. How much do I know about Metagongs, DM?
That'd be a religion check.
Cool.
Can I try,
Religion.
can I try it?
Yeah, I mean you can all make it. See what common knowledge.
Second. Wait for.
There's always the bullshit
Sick.
natural 20. My patron whispers something.
That'll be a
Yeah.
21 for me.
That'll be a 7.
Alright, hang on. Vigil's gonna.
Granted,
Yeah,
my
you don't
DC
mind
will
if
be
I just-
higher on this 'cause
Religion?
Yeah, my DC will be higher on this. Demons aren't my thing.
Demands?
Demons.
Sorry, just having my minion pass me my other notebook.
Minion!
I'm pretty sure I wrote this down somewhere.
They also have whatever's in that box if things really, really hit the fan. As long as we're suggesting stupid ideas. I mean,
I hadn't considered that. That is an option.
It's also the box we cannot open.
You
Right,
do
I
know.
haven't tried to open it.
You do know the name of the devil
Right?
that it summons, which is not Shield, but Metagon 512,419.
Whoa, Metagon.
Okay.
500 what?
512
1,000.
512419.
Thank you. So they're sort of demon constructs.
What did people get?
21.
That was
So,
constructs.
Soren and Vigil
Yep.
unit, they are also referred to as Legion Devils. They are the backbone in sort of depictions of devils and stories of the devils and references to the blood war that occurs in the beyond. They are the mindless legions of devil kind. You know that they are not constructs, they are fiends. But they have little free will. Soren, you are aware that what makes Amerigon special and suited to its task is they are absolutely in no way individualistic. Every Maragon is identical, save for a runic mark on the forehead of their cherub-like helm, which identifies which unit they are within. They are mindless and fight in perfect synchronization with each other,
Jesus.
and are, according to the myths and legends, a terrifying force to behold on the battlefield. They are the legions of hell, and it seems like Devotion managed to secure a pendant which is bound to one very specific and yet entirely not special Paragon Devil.
I will explain this.
So when you say that they are supremely loyal,
No.
I see that going two ways. Either it's supremely loyal to us, or it's supremely loyal to them.
That's not how it works. They're not individualistic at all. They're bound to a singular purpose. So there's no loyalty. It's just their purpose is to do war on whoever has their controlling mechanism can control them. They don't have any. They're mindless. They have no personality. They have no individual features. They're literally just copies of one another over and over and over and over again, save for the rune on their forehead. So, as far as I can tell,
The legends are when someone of either the story is that an evil soldier who dies on the battlefield goes to hell and becomes a warrior there kind of thing.
Cautionary tale.
so
Yeah.
it's
Don't commit war crimes.
it's not a matter of who they're loyal to. It's who has the pendant, and that's about it. Because they don't have any independent thought for themselves. Now, if it were, say, like the thing that I summoned, that'd be a different matter because while those are largely bestial, they aren't mindless automatons as such. So yeah, we could summon Shield if we really want to.
I do not begrudge having something like that in the battlefield, although our soldiers may. If they see one of Shield's entourage, see one of Shackle's entourage alongside us, that may get confusing, having to explain the entire situation and then explain the fact that we are using a devil.
Well, we don't have to tell them or show them. Remember, part of our plan is becoming ethereal and traveling to a separate part of the battlefield.
That is true,
So
yes.
if this is something that can be done quickly as opposed to, say, a long ritual, then we could simply whip it out when we need it.
Ashmere, what is
Yes.
the verdict on that?
Why are you looking at me for sage advice regarding demons or fiends? Oh right, because I'm the only.
Ashmere, you have. I'm
Yeah.
just saying you have a track record, and
Right,
you
yeah.
are also.
Alright.
Pointed
You are
look.
Alright, fine.
You are also a wizard. So
I do a camera take.
so Mitchell and Enzo stare into the camera like The Office.
and so
Why are you looking at me on advice for how to control a demon?
just Jim facing real hard.
Yeah.
Right, no, if I don't think anything I can think of, it would be an issue. My only concern is what happens when you summon a demon in the ethereal. Don't know what happens when you do that, but I imagine it's the same as something in the material. So I mean, if it comes to it, if it's a matter of numbers, if it's a matter of desperation or whatever, yeah, we should probably deploy this thing. But I would suggest against it. Mostly because summoning fiends and demons never goes how you think it will.
Do you know how long it will take if we choose to pursue it?
Should be about 6 seconds, about the same time it took for me to summon the Valgura. And we know this one's name, so it'll be easier to control. That's
Good.
part of the thing with demons and fiends and such, if you know their true name. I don't like that I'm an expert on this. An expert is
Well-
a very loose term.
Pass it to Vigil or Turk then maybe, and they can activate it.
Vigil is currently carrying it.
Oh.
Yeah, Vigil, I imagine, or Turk, whichever of you wants to be carrying a demon or a fiend around your neck. Actually, a devil, but
Well,
quite
I've
different.
I've taken because I think I've been the one to take down Shield twice, so I know that I can take him if anything happens.
You also have Shield's weapon.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Well, Mr. Tempest, if you would like the... I don't know what to call this. Talisman.
The devil talisman.
Talisman, very well.
Right.
If you would like the talisman, and then Vigil offers it to Dirk.
Right.
Takes it, and he's gonna put it into his pocket first. Not gonna put it on.
It won't
Yeah.
hurt you if you put it on. Do we still have that that other necklace, the one that allowed shackle?
You still have it with you guys. You didn't get
The
rid of it.
dominate person one.
Yeah. Right. Do you think that we can put that into just a lead box or anything?
I can think of one box we own that's very hard to get into.
No.
That sounded... You know what I mean.
Yeah. No, but I don't know what that does.
Opening that adds more unknowns to the battlefield.
It's just box I don't know in it, but
That's precisely the point.
so Enzo, you'll take first watch. I'll take second with Glimmer, and Turk if you want to come sit with me. Vigil will take the last watch, and hopefully they don't attack during the night. I think. No, because if they do attack, the inn is. I'm looking at the tavern where we're staying, right, and it's a fair distance from the gate.
Yeah.
We should all stay closer to the.
It's still a pretty small town, isn't it? We can probably cross in a few minutes.
This map is abstract.
Okay.
It's not a one-for-one representation of its street layout.
Obviously.
Otherwise, it'd be the size of Legoland.
Basically.
But yeah,
how-
sort of takes quite an hour to get from one side to the other, but that's mostly because you can't go straight across. You have to go up to the northern bridge or the southern bridge. Population of 1,000, 2,000.
have anyone on the bridge?
I need like one of those little like gondola boats. That's just on like a rope that they can like pull across
Yeah,
to like get people right across the middle.
That's what they needed.
that's a harbor
Hmm.
out there. Anyway.
That's the one.
Right. I can't think of anything else to
So-
do.
No, I think we're.
Night falls, and you come to your watches.
The night falls and so my watch begins.
Turk, put that thing on for an hour.
This,
Oh,
Sorry, go on.
I'm wearing the thing now.
Okay. After the hour, you are well aware that what you have attuned to is a artifact of evil. It does not feel pleasant, and yet there's something uncomfortable about it. But it fits just right. It's a pleasant weight around your
does it
neck.
hurt so good? Oh my fucking. Sorry, no. Anton just posted a Photoshop.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry, Owen. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Let the DM talk, you freaking hoodlums.
The army arrives. You all die in the night. There we are.
Picture spoiling Game of Thrones. God.
Hey.
Hey-oh. So,
Yeah, I'm on my watch. And I would like to find a dark spot that if they were gonna send, people to infiltrate, they wouldn't send it through the well-lit gate that's defended, so I'm gonna find another spot.
okay. We'll have some tense music.
the shit out of me, dude.
Yes.
So, I need a perception check, please.
Yeah, sure. Is it within dark vision range or outside?
What is it that it'll be outside of dark vision range.
I'm on a poorly lit or unlit spot of the wall, looking
Okay.
for people.
Okay, that'll be probably to the south. No, sort of the north, west, and east are all well lit and maintained and guarded.
Interesting. That would be clever if they snuck around to the other side. Sure. So disadvantage?
With disadvantage, yeah.
It's gonna go great. This is gonna go great. That's a 22.
Woo!
Damn.
19 and 20 on disadvantage.
The southern flank of the town is definitely secure.
Wasted the best roll I'm gonna have all night.
You are very sure. There is no movement.
I'll put my mind at ease.
Next watch. Next watch? Next watch.
Howdy.
Sorry.
That'll be me and Glimmer, yeah. Do you want 2 rolls for us?
Yes, please.
Alright, here's perception for me. That's a nat 1. And for Glimmer, it's he's got a +1, I think. That'll be a 6 for Glimmer. We are both distracted by something.
It's hard to make out in the night. And again, the fallen moon is the month of the fallen moon. It's the prominent moon in the sky, and so the night does have this kind of blood red pall over it.
Cool. Hate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like it.
And in the distance, the campfire eyes on the horizon have the look of a swarm of eyes just watching from the distance.
That's not unnerving at all. Right. We don't see anything, I guess.
Guys, if
No.
you roll another 6, you summon a devil in real life.
Next watch.
I'll go get Vigil. Go to sleep.
I want to say, like, during that, Turk is actually sitting out with Soren, and he's still like scribbling,
Okay.
scribbling things in his book, trying to. Then like you see him kind of get frustrated a couple times and like scratch everything out. He tears out a page at one point and then just starts over.
What? Can I ask what he's doing? Like in a
Yeah.
Turk, what are you working on?
Oh, something for tomorrow. The people that I recruited, I guess. It's
Are you?
I just figured they'd. You know how, like, in the stories, when, like, before the battle happens, there's always, like, you know, the person who stands up on top of the wall and gives a huge speech and everyone gets excited?
Are you going to do that?
I was gonna try. Is that a bad idea?
No, not at all. You're very inspiring.
Oh, well.
Right?
But yeah,
My elbow glimmer. Yes, he doesn't sleep.
Sorry, I was very distracted.
He's inspiring. Derek is.
Yes?
Thank you. He says yes.
The bird nods.
Thanks,
Well,
Glimmer.
if you need
Uh,
let me know, but I'm not really one for...
He does feathered finger guns.
inspiring.
Feather guns.
Feather guns. Yeah, no, it should be. I might get you to read it over tomorrow.
Sure. I can do that. Good
Just
at
make sure
reading.
make sure I spelled everything right.
Yeah, no,
Just in case.
I believe in you. You're gonna do great.
Okay. Turk goes back to writing.
And the watch passes.
And the watch passes.
And so his watch has ended.
Vigil, I believe you're on final watch then.
Deception, yes.
Yes, please.
There we
Oh
go.
God! Guys, you
Another
rolled a
6.
6.
Well,
We did it, okay. So Asmodeus
shit.
arrives.
devil.
I'm afraid it's Asmodeus in this world.
Asmodeus.
And
me out
someone
for
else
this.
said it.
Asmodeus.
Rock me, Asmodeus.
Oh, Asmodeus. Asmodeus.
Okay.
What have I done?
Asmodeus,
Oh.
Asmodeus.
Myself and my housemate are working on a rewrite of Dr. Zeus, but Asmodeus.
Hmm.
God.
We got to a verse and we need to get back to it. But... Okay, cool. Mood completely shattered now. Let's go back. Vigil, your watch ends with a curse. Because you should have known, you should have seen it sooner. But as the sun rises and dawn begins to flood the floodplains, you hear the distant sounds of drums.
Shit.
And it seems that Shackle is very much attacking with the morning.
Alright. Vigil's fucking up and running. He's getting to people.
Okay.
I mean, this was the expected attack time, right?
Yeah, she seems particularly on the dawn.
Okay. In that case, we'd probably be awake already, right? Like, if we're expecting the attack at this point, we wouldn't be like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Wake up and then she's already like pounding on the front gate.
Hey,
Why are you
guys.
on time?
Don't you people sleep in?
Yeah. Okay.
So you're aroused, ready. It doesn't take you long to get ready again. You're expecting for this to happen.
Yeah. Enzo finds a green bandana somewhere, ties it around his head, and then puts black paint on his face.
Okay.
Lines.
The rest of you can't really tell that he's done it because his skin is very dark grey. But it kind of gets lost in the general.
As we're getting ready, I get a turn to
Get
the...
some nice contours on the cheekbone.
group and just say, look, I prepared that spell that you all hate, but I've got it. And there's going to be enough people dead on the ground that if I have to use it, I can use it. So if you just tell me, and we need a code word or something. If you need a Belgar, let me know and I can have one for you. Bearing that, it's just another fireball. But anyway, come on. She's downstairs.
How about Tetris?
What? I'm down the stairs.
You hear from the town now the blast of brass instruments.
It's a halfling word. It's a halfling word that I know.
Which you recognise that the election guard use for signalling purposes.
Okay.
So you hear a number of blasts coming from around the town. And then mixed with the odd horn and shout as people rise, ready for battle. As you head out of the tavern, you see there is a stream of people. Turkey recognises them as the militia. And it seems there's about 60 people in the sort of the market area in front of the tavern, standing in a crowd. There's no real order or regiment to them.
Okay.
It seems like they've been waiting for you.
Let's go find the mage, shall we, right?
And more are arriving.
Maybe we should
All right.
marshal them.
Let's wait
do
for
they
Turk's
have-
inspiring speech?
I was about to say, do they have the spears?
About 40 of the 60 have spears with them.
All right.
The old fisherman, one of the old fishermen, steps forward and goes, where are we going, Gavin? You can just make out the words, where are we going?
Oh.
That was some, jeez, some deep Welsh cuts.
There we go. All right. To the north gate is where the thing is happening, right? So,
Yeah.
So
Well, there is-
I point them in the direction.
Okay. They will follow you.
Right.
Where you
So,
need to go.
Yeah, so I'm going to. So I'll lead them over there. We'll try to get them all sorted out with the spears. And I did actually write. I didn't have time to do it during the week. I wrote it very, very quickly, literally just now. So, but I've got a speech.
Woo!
It's
Woo!
very short.
Speech!
Thank you. Right. So I set them all up, and goes. All right. Everyone, line up.
They do so.
All right, and Turk looks down at the little page he has, takes it out for a second and puts it away. All right, and I'm gonna totally not read right off of the thing. Don't worry about
Do
it.
it. Believe.
The one who oppresses you is marching here now. Those who fight for her are doing so for fear or gold. But you fight for your homes, your families, and your freedom. Hold nothing back, and let them know that 8 rings will not be ruled with fear or gold. Yeah.
Woo!
Right.
Woo.
And you see off to the side the captain of the election guard kind of give a nod of approval. Before coming to join you at the front, he goes, "If I may, we have a strategy of assignment around the town walls."
Yeah, sure. What's the plan?
Right. I need a unit of 10 people guarding the southern tower over there. I need another 10 here, and he starts basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. You. Go with them.
Directions. And sending them essentially filling in the gaps where the election guard and the actual town guard can't maintain. Just they have eyes and bodies surrounding any side.
Sick.
The election guard have a brief moment where they kind of gather. The captain doesn't seem to give a speech. He seems to talk quite calmly. All the guard nod. There is a rattle as they all kind of slam their breastplate with a mailed fist. Nod, turn, and they all break off, following their orders and assignments.
God, they're so cool.
Yeah.
The town militia kind of bandwagoned onto your speech and cheered at the back. And so the town guard were sort of part of your militia crowd.
Nice.
And then get sent off to reinforce various districts of the town. You hear a cry from the bridge, sort of nearby from the major going, "Everything is ready, El Capitan!" The captain looks a bit nervous at that, but nods and comes over and goes, "The moment that you need to go to the other world, let me know. We will make sure you have a path. She shall do what needs to be done, and you cut the head off the snake once and for all."
Right.
Yeah. Soren is Glimmer in the air. Remember, we need to see if she's on her horse or not.
Glimmer? I've sent.
Yes?
I would. What do you see up there?
Perception check, please.
No.
Not with disadvantage.
Do you see a big flaming horse? That's the important part.
He's several feet above you. That'll be a 19 from Glimmer.
A 19. He informs you of two things. One, he does see what appears to be like a moving campfire that from this distance he's not quite sure, but he reckons it's probably Shackle on the Nightmare.
Okay.
The other is he spots approximately 60 or so mounted riders on the east side of the river,
Oh.
riding south. They are still north of the town, but to use the map of Eight Rings as a general
I'm gonna swap the map.
guide.
Stick it.
So,
That's not what I
the
wanted to
tokens in the town, there's approximately 10 people per group.
Oh.
So, 10 election guard, 10 town guard, 10 town militia.
That's not bad.
Shackle's forces are approximately 30 per group. I just didn't want to flood it with tokens.
They outnumber us 3-1.
This isn't gonna go badly at all.
No, guys, we got this. We're there. Yeah, we've got Mojo.
So,
And cannons. We have cannons.
A cannon.
And
Yeah.
Shackle is going which way?
Shackle is on the left.
Of course.
I will denote it. Shackle is with this group.
Right. And I'm gonna pass the information to the captain that we have people coming in.
You saw the horse?
Yeah, no, it's a moving campfire, so I assume that's the horse.
So, then our plan is to engage her right away. And once they flee,
Yeah.
serial in. That's going to be difficult. We'll need the maid. Can you follow us, Elsa?
I can, but I'm here to keep an eye on my child here.
Alright, then we wait for Shackle to get in. We can't separate ourselves from Elsa, or
No, we'll
We
stay
can.
up here with her.
Okay.
Just make sure that she's guarded when she's getting that spell off.
could we bait Shackle towards us somehow?
I don't think this needs complexity as much as I agree.
I'm just saying if what if she alright, let's see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So, as Shackle's forces approach, the cavalry continues galloping to the south, and see a unit of infantry is not running, but marching slowly behind. On this side, her forces spread out across the field.
Okay.
And you notice they're not in any dense formation. There's a good 5 to 10 feet between each soldier and the next.
Great.
And they're in a sort of a triangular grid-like pattern laid out around the field. You suspect her experience in witnessing her entire castle get blown up by fireballs has led her to take a very loose formation in an approach. And you hear cursing from Elsa as she starts swearing to herself in Aconite Common.
Trust me, I know your frustration. Makes things far more difficult.
If they're separated, that means we can get to Shackle easier too.
Yeah, but area of effect sort of things aren't going to work as well.
Is Shackle purple?
Yeah, she's within that unit.
Okay. Alright.
Right. Ugh, just gonna have to do
Alright. Now we wait.
I don't like
We
this.
do.
I don't like this at all. I'm not
Okay.
We
Vigil
have-
notably hasn't said much.
We
Just-
have walls, right? Sorry.
Mhm.
Walls. Yeah, a fence, essentially. Oh, a big fence, big thick fence. Kind of lines of small tree trunks that have been sharpened and put sunk to the ground. So, I've done a lot of theorizing on how to run a battle in 5th. I bounced on ripping battle systems from other systems, but came to the conclusion that I think the smoothest way of doing this would be through a skill challenge,
Ooh.
simulating the longer running, which may break down into individual encounters depending on how it goes.
Quite interesting.
I don't
So,
like this. But alright.
I love it.
this is a complexity 4 skill challenge, meaning that you will need 10 successes before you obtain 5 failures.
Okay.
We're also working with a more abstracted sense of time. It's not like a 6-second round, but as the battle progresses over a number of hours and units engage and disengage and rest and come back into the fight, it is, yeah. So, as I double check, there is the sound of horns and drums from Shackle's forces, and they begin to approach the town as battle is joined. It opens with an explosion that is part the sound of a fireball and part the sound of a hellish scream as the iron shot explodes from the wall, and there is an explosion that engulfs several of Shackle's men who fall to the ground screaming. The unit that gets hit kind of stops suddenly and scatters somewhat before spreading out further, raising shields and continuing their approach. You see 2 of the Electrum Guard by the cannon, who are not in their armor, they're just in sort of the leathers underneath, immediately begin reloading this device as Elza, chanting and making motions of magic. You watch as runes feed into the metal and the rings begin to glow, and steam rises up from the metal.
DM.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for spellcasters that are gonna try and counterspell her. Just in general.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and watch her back. Because it's all I can
They're not
do.
within 120-foot range, I assume.
Not yet.
No.
But as they get closer, I'm gonna keep an eye out for her.
I was also asking for my Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah. So. I am just double checking. I think last time we. Yeah, I'm going to need everyone to roll my initiative.
Can do, Captain.
Really warm in here.
That's 16.
You might have to chuck us tokens on a map.
Yeah.
I already have one.
Well, ain't you lucky?
I don't know where mine is.
I think you can pull your own character onto the map just by dragging from the character page.
Yep.
That's a big turk.
Initiative for me.
Hello.
That's a 12
I have
for me.
arrived. That's an 8 from me, dog.
So.
That's a yikes from me, dog.
That's a no from me.
Oh, buddy.
I think I got a 15. That's pretty good.
Alright, I gotta kick on the AC in here for a minute. I'm gonna mute myself.
Was it my turn? I apologize.
I'm just waiting for everyone to be ready.
Okay, I am ready.
Okay, and
Good
so
to go.
you're up first. Yeah, battle engages. You hear the shouts of conflict coming from both sides of the river.
Okay. What sort of ranges are they at? From the walls, let's say. What kind of distance is this actually?
Currently a few hundred feet, though they are closing. It's kind of, again, abstracted time, so the battle
Sure.
itself could take a couple of hours, if not more.
And roughly what kind of directions are they heading in? It looks like they're heading for the gate, I'm guessing?
There is a group heading for the gate. A pair that can approach the walls. Two groups that are sort of launching crossbows up and over at the wall, forcing defenders to take cover. And Shackle moving south to the gate. You do notice they have essentially a carried battering ram with them and a number of ladders.
Sure. I would like to wait for people with siege equipment to get in range and then blast them. Or maybe even blast the siege equipment. I'll just blast us 120 feet.
Okay, can you make me a spell casting check then, please?
Sure, just like an attack roll with the Ultra Blast.
Essentially would be an attack roll, yeah, I believe so.
Let's just do this.
Don't worry about the damage.
Oh. That's a natural 20.
That will be a success. So, as they approach, Duck, you find your way up to one of the watchtowers, so you can see over the wall. And a unit armed with 3 ladders amongst the 30 or so troops are charging towards you, shields raised. But aiming for the legs around the shields, you manage to begin picking them off. And they sort of stop their approach. This unit here kind of get caught out in the field, dropping their ladders and huddling up into a group, shields raised in protection. And that is one success towards your 10.
Woo!
Turk.
Okay. Do you think like this? Because I haven't really thought of anything that I could do right now. Could I use this turn to kind of make like a retroactive either like performance or basically you say that's like a performance thing for that speech just to see if that gives them any kind of like bonus?
I already has.
Or do you already have the cool? All right, that's fine then.
I'm gonna say like you can like run to a part of the wall where the fighting's becoming quite intense. Try and inspire troops, or
yeah. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go to. Is there a spot where where shit's going down? Probably at the gate, like here.
at the gate seems to be where the fighting's already starting. You can hear the slam of battering ram on gates. You also hear what sound like cracks and similar to the bombard. You're hearing sort of the crack of an explosion and the slight shrill scream of something as the arquebuses are field tested for the first time.
Nice.
So I am going to. Is there like a way to see like over the wall here?
Yeah, there are watchtowers either side of the gate.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go. This is a stupid idea. I'm gonna go up to the go up to the watchtower, and then the people that are currently trying to break down the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot some lightning out of my mouth out of them.
Right.
So we'll give that a try. So they just make like a generalized. I think it's dexterity check.
Sure. This isn't really. It's not. The intent wasn't to run it as a turn-by-turn battle, because otherwise we'd literally be here all day.
Well, yeah,
So
I'm sorry. I'm unsure as to what else to do.
But
if anyone else, if any other party members would like to suggest something, I would be open to suggestions. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I can do at this point.
Right. Persuasion can be done to help inspire the troops. Performance, well, persuasion to encourage people to fight that might be starting to back away in fear, especially if the town militia are now under crossbow fire and really quite scared of putting their head over any kind of parapet.
Yeah, I'll go for that. I'll do that.
Yeah, intimidation, insight to try and learn some information about how it's going. There's any kind of creative application of a skill. Or
Right.
if you want to be genuinely partake in the fighting, then either a spellcasting check or a martial check.
Yeah, because I feel like I feel like Turk wouldn't be just sitting back letting other people fight for him. He'd want to be in there. So I'm just gonna make a general like attack roll.
General attack roll.
Okay.
General attack roll. Oof. That wasn't great.
Cool. As ladders get put up against the walls and people start climbing to the watchtowers, you begin to try and throw them back. The election guard that are with you here, there are 2 of the 10. I think 4 of the 10 arquebuses are here, and they, as people start climbing up the ladders, pull back and retreat. There are 3 in each of the watchtower, and they begin to engage in the combat, which you join in. Unfortunately, the rush of troops coming up the ladders, and as you leap in with your axe, you manage to get blows in. You hold it for a moment, but unfortunately, after a brief push, they seem to push you back from the edges, and more troops begin streaming up the walls. So unfortunately, that is a failure. And next is Sarn.
Alright. I'm not gonna go too far from... I mean, I have Glimmer above us, keeping an eye out. I'm not gonna go too far from Elza. I'm gonna keep an eye out for her for counter spells and for any other, like, ranged attacks and stuff that may be targeting her, because she's big and glowing. But across the wall, I'm gonna try and just spam Spare the Dying on anybody who looks like they need it. Just to try and keep people alive so they can be healed or brought back or something into the fight. I'm gonna be supporting for now.
Okay. Make me a medicine check. Does medicine go off wisdom or intelligence?
It goes off wisdom.
Make me an intelligence medicine check.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah, medicine is wisdom.
You can use intelligence for this roll.
Okay. There's a 23.
Woo!
That is a success. So, as the battle gets underway, in places the wall is the palisade is breached by lads being thrown up, and Shackle's men hurling the swords over, dropping down, and engaging in fighting. Over here, it gets particularly bad as the Electrum Guard that are there doing admirably. They're fighting as a efficient unit together and keeping the opposing forces back. However, the town militia, with Turk's encouragement, are engaging in the fray, but are commoners with spears. So you managed to rush in with your broom, drag people out, spare the dying. Casualties are then the townsfolk, pour out their houses, grab casualties, and pull them into safety. And you're doing a lot of work to help both keep morale and practically keep people alive. And that is another success.
Wizards.
Wizards. Comes down to you.
Alright. If Sarn is... What?
What?
What was so funny? So, if Sarn's gonna go protect Elzda, I guess Vigil probably calling upon the previous experience in this case. I guess Vigil's gonna probably
So something that might reflect past battle experience might be a history check.
I guess trying to anticipate enemy tactics, like seeing where they're coming in from now and seeing what areas they might push into, and then making use of previous battlefield experience in this case to direct people.
Okay. Well, for this check, are you more taking a trying to direct people as sort of active command, or a more tactical? Right. What have I experienced in the past? How have there's kind of two different checks there.
Yeah, so whether it, I mean, Turk's kind of the more inspiring thing, and that's definitely not Vigil's thing. So I think it's probably the more tactical aspect of it.
Okay. So you'll say maybe a history check.
I am not proficient at all.
Would Vigil be proficient in that because it's military history?
I'm going to go with your background. Yes.
Okay,
I
so I
don't have
get
the
a
proficiency to
plus
check.
3 because I have a flight intelligence of 10. Here we go. 15.
Okay. That was the DC.
Woo!
Nice.
So, as you watch things develop and as no plan survives contact with the enemy, breaches start occurring in other places. That unit that Enzo managed to pin down, you do watch as they are immolated by this bombard, and it just they are. Some survivors flee and rejoin other units, but as a cohesive unit, they are taken from the field by the cannon. You, from your memory pool, an appropriate response confide in the captain. He recognizes the sense in what you're saying, and you watch and it brings you back as you watch the troops kind of responding, and your plans are followed through, and the defense stabilizes as soldiers begin to pour through. There is a crack as the western gate breaks under the strain of the battering ram. And Turk, under you, troops begin to pour into the town. And you watch as crossbow bolts continue to hail down on you. And Shackle, just riding slowly on her nightmare, looks up, sees you fighting on the battlements, and just continues to head towards the gate. Enzo, we come back to you.
All right. So, hearing, or perhaps seeing the situation, I move south to join the battle at the gate at 90 feet around with cunning
That's
action.
abstracted time. You can move to whichever part of the battlefield
Sure.
you would.
Yeah. So I'm saying I race south, hopefully pretty quickly. And Elza is not with me. Where is Elza?
Elza
Roughly.
is here by the big glowy token.
Oh, but the big glowy token. Okay, in that case, I will. She's staying with her bombard, right?
Yes.
In that case, I move to. Fuck. I'll. All right. Well, we gotta engage Shackle. So.
I mean, I'm on my broom, whipping around, doing rounds, basically getting people to triage. So you can yell at me if you want.
See, this was the problem with the plan, is that we need Elza with us, but she's fucking not moving.
You have a wizard on a broom.
Okay, well, we need to engage Shackle. We'll worry about etherealness and finding the nightmare later. So I'll race south and try to join up with the party. And the wall here has been broken through, right, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait in there, try to pick off stragglers or groups of two in an attempt to regroup with Turk, Vigil, and sort of regroup around Shackle or near Shackle, because I want to get the fight started with her.
Okay. Make me a. I guess you're going for stragglers and things.
I'm essentially
avoid the fighting.
wading into melee, using my melee cantrips to kill people.
Okay. Make me a melee check.
Sure. Hopefully, if I'm fighting with somebody else, I can get a flank. Whoops, that's the wrong one.
It's.
No, I understand. Wow, I'm hot. 26.
That is another success, as you're quite successfully identifying openings in their formations, ducking in, ducking out, and...
It's become like street fighting, I'm imagining.
Sorry?
It's become like street fighting, I'm imagining.
Yeah, in the compact streets of this part of town. Thankfully, knowing where the choke points are from your earlier preparations, a strong defense is being mounted.
Yep. There's a lot of green flame blades and booming blades bringing down shackle people.
Oh, I've misplaced my document. There we are. So, Took. I'm going to say, when you wish to engage in shackle, we will transition into a more traditional conflict. Depending on the outcome, it may contribute a number of successes or failures to the track.
Hmm.
Okay. Do I see anything nearby that because my options now are kind of like either inspire or try to push something over that's heavy to create like a barricade. And if there's nothing that's heavy around that I can do that
you
with.
You can certainly find something. Like
that's the idea. I want to see if I want to see if I could find something that's maybe something that's up on the actual gate itself, and try to push it push it down into them, or make like some kind of barricade so that we have like a bit more of a defensible.
You do spot one heavy thing of interest, which is a small iron-bound barrel that you recognise as the same kind that's been near the bombard.
All right.
Uh,
Are there still troops like on the other side of the gate?
Yeah, they're kind of fighting through and fighting out into the streets.
All right, how heavy is this thing?
Surprisingly, actually, this whatever's in it must be exceptionally dense.
Heavy and too heavy for Turk to lift?
Oh, you can make me an athletics check.
I will do that. Please.
Oof.
Okay. As you pick up the barrel, and you sort of look around, you aim, you hurl shot put it style. It slightly off course, bouncing into the wall and detonates as the barrel shatters and steel strikes something and sparks. There is again, so far you've heard the shriek of this material exploding, and it sounded, it's a weird explosion, but this volume going off, it is very much as if it is screaming as it explodes. Like, it's not just the sound of an explosion being metaphorically described as a scream. There is a awful scream as it shrieks and explodes.
I'm sure it's
part of the palisade is ripped from the ground and thrown. You see, it does, like, unfortunately, it was slightly off. It doesn't detonate sort of within the enemy forces, though it certainly causes a great deal of chaos. But it seems to terrify the militia fighting nearby as much as it does the opposition. So whilst dealing it, and it does deal damage. Sort of
it's a failure. It's fine. Let's move on.
Yeah. Okay. Soren.
Yo. So I'm up probably about 30 feet in the air, watching this from a distance, I guess. Does there get to be a point where there's enough of a break in me carrying medical services that I can head back towards towards where I spot Vigil and everybody?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna clarify with you guys. The plan was were we gonna go in the ethereal, or we were going to attack and then be in the ethereal?
Well, because she's on the horse now, we have to attack first, and then when she goes to escape with the horse, We chase in the ethereal.
Okay. As I'm gonna go along the wall and yell down to Elza that, shackles on the horse. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna join up with you guys. On Le Broom. Is there kind of a choke point here in the gate?
Yep.
Where that explosion was?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a clearly defined divide between our forces and theirs, or is it starting to just get really hectic? No. Is there another legion, like another troop behind what's currently going on in the gate? I'm asking if there's clearance to throw a fireball.
So you can make me a spellcasting check to
Sure.
I mean, you can leave
represent.
about, 5 targets, 6 targets?
3 plus something, I don't remember. Spells level.
In theory, if anyone can fire fireballs into melees, it's you.
Yeah, I'm just asking if I can do that, rather than going, oh, how many targets are here, So you said a spellcasting check?
Yeah, maybe spellcasting check. The DC is going to be lower because of your sculpting ability.
Okay, so you just want spell attack bonus then, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll a d20 plus 8. 27.
Oh, man.
That is definitely a success, as you perfectly line up the shot. The Electrum Guard who are fighting on that flank seem slightly phased as they're consumed with fire, but happy that they themselves are okay. And within a moment, continue fighting, marching forward over the burning bodies of Shackle's armed forces.
Alright, how many spell slots do you want down for that? Just one?
That'll be one. That's fine. You can spend a spell slot to make that check. That's another success.
Alright, shiny. Okay, I guess we'll just wait for everybody to get here. Where's Vigil? Oh.
Vigil is further up, has been directing troops.
So I'm with Turk and Enzo threading that fireball into the gate to try and give us some clearance.
Okay.
And Elza's aware that Shackle's on the horse.
Yeah. And Vigil, from what you can tell, Elza has abandoned her dear Bombard and is rushing in the direction that you've seen your companions go.
Ooh!
Okay.
Thank you, Elsa.
All right. My turn, you said, yeah?
Yes.
We've lost me.
Okay. I mean, Vigil absolutely wants to make sure that Elsa gets to the group. Can I spend my turn doing something that will facilitate that? Like ensuring that she isn't harmed along the way to make sure she actually gets here so we can execute the plan?
Don't you have your horse?
I don't.
Oh.
Actually, no, I do. It's still alive. It's still around because I haven't unsummoned it or anything, and Fine Steed lasts until murdered, so... Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. Owen, would you let me use Havoc in this encounter?
By all means, make me a animal handling check with advantage, because it is your divinely bound steed.
It's just kind of funny because, -1.
Oh.
I actually have
Yeah.
a different, like... I don't plan to use the horse as, like, fucking battering ram. I actually had a plan that involved intimidation.
Okay.
I had a plan that was largely attempting to demoralize other troops, like enemy troops, keeping them away from Elsa. Just kind of,
I get
making
that.
a show of how excessive.
Frivolity you are.
Talking mad shit. Xbox
Yeah, how-
Live insults.
Yeah.
You make them feel
Yeah.
bad about their mother.
The whole plan was basically just Vigil, as he goes along, is rather making a show of the people he disposes of along the way. Ensuring that things are kept away from Elsa.
Make me an intimidation check, please.
Okay. 18.
That is a success.
Nice.
So you're
There's a lot of
currently
shouting and infernal going on.
5 successes, 2 failures. And you reach this Battle for the Western Gate with Elzer in tow.
Nice.
Great.
All right.
Like the worst.
Vigil is
quest
soaked
ever.
in blood when he arrives.
Mostly other people's.
Mostly other people's, yes.
Yeah, I guess this is going to be interesting. Do we start with any hit point damage for having battled? Well, we'll see. Maybe just... Do we have temporary HP from the Turk thing or
Oh
not?
yeah, we should have that. We were.
And
I'm-
Turk should also have given a
I'm-
D4 of Bardic Inspiration to somebody, I think.
I am happy for Turk to have done his inspiring leader for the party in that setup. Though.
I'm inspired.
Yeah,
100%.
so it's
7.
it's 8 9 it's 9 temporary hit points now instead of 8
Woo!
Nice.
because
Not
Also-
Nice.
Sir.
Vigil has 69 HP.
Hey.
Nice.
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 I did mention this in our game chat, Andrew, but each character got a unique ability.
yeah I saw that
So you have your
hey.
singer with the Sword of Steel.
yeah, one ally, D4 inspiration. So I'll give that to.
Yourself.
And
Random guard.
That D4 lasts as long as the inspiration. So
And it's just like a one-off use, or is it?
it's once per inspiration, once per 10-minute
Yeah.
inspiring speech.
Okay, gotcha.
You reward the temporary hit points, and you get to give out a D4
Okay.
by inspiration.
That's fucking cool.
Nah. Yeah, I'll give it to I give it to Vigil actually.
Okay,
Okay.
interesting. Thank you. I'll put the little heart on. I've been inspired.
The little hard on.
This frickin'
Sorry.
track. Hey.
Also, look,
Speech
just
inspires me.
look at how Vigil is looking away from the heart.
Not on my screen.
On the token he is for me.
Oh, he's looking right at it for me.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
That's weird.
So, top of the round?
Yeah.
So, assuming that I, in my course of fighting through the streets, have seen Turk and nearby, and probably Vigil just comes riding in at the tail end, right? Is that correct, Owen?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to... Turk, are you with me? Cut the head off, remember?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, I'm gonna find a big flaming horse and start running in that direction.
Okay.
And if
Let's
possible, I would like
transition.
to, being me, to sort of stay hidden and maybe start the battle stealth.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Sure. I like
fuck are we
rolling
doing?
good rolls. 25!
Yeah, we blessed his roll with the walk like an Egyptian dance.
So,
Yeah.
my last 3 rolls were a 27, a 26, and a 25.
Damn, son.
This bodes well unless we roll a lot more, and then I'll be rolling
Don't-
4, 3.
Jinx
How
it.
does that feel? How does it feel to roll above like a above a 5 on the dice?
Hey, you may
Pretty
keep
good.
me from certain death.
Sometimes the dice are kind. It's one of
So-
those times.
Not
The
one.
dice goddess is a fickle mistress.
Yes.
Jump over to as
The notorious
you guys move into engage.
Here we fucking go.
Notorious
Ooh.
I need
BITCH.
throw tokens down. So,
Initiative again, or
Jeez, awful quiet out here, isn't it?
it's
yeah.
a really cool map.
It is
Oh, yeah.
In the wrong way.
from Anton's. Is it?
Yeah, I think this is a... Yeah, okay.
This is nice.
No, it's on the background.
Okay. No, it's all right. I was asking if your tokens were on the wrong.
Oh no, I didn't get a chance to
Ah, okay.
prep this because there were various maps depending on where you decided to engage Shackle.
I
Should
see.
have fought her in the sky. He wouldn't have had a map for that.
Hey.
You'd
Only
be
I can do that.
surprised. It's called I draw a big light blue square on the map.
Airbrush some clouds in real quick.
With like the Microsoft
True.
Paint spray like
Oh.
airbrush tool.
Flying on the broom, pick her up, and then fist fight on the broom.
I have a -1 strength modifier.
It's fine. I believe in you.
I'm pretty
Power
sure
of
I
belief.
would die if I
Power
tried
of
to
belief.
get in a fist fight with anybody.
I don't actually have control over this token.
That's okay.
You should.
Control is an illusion.
Why is that not?
Enzo.
Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram.
Just drag. Did you drag our
Oh.
characters?
It's because they're all on the bloody map there.
Oh, okay.
DM, I'd like to just take this opportunity to tell you that Glimmer is invisible again and above us. I want him out of the battle. I don't want him anywhere near where he could get hit by a strike crossbow bolt. I just want him above us,
Okay.
keeping an eye out.
Now, do we get to kind of choose the direction we engage in, or positioning?
Yeah. I'll set up the group, and then you can decide which. It's probably going to be from the more right-hand side.
I am on my broom. My flying icon on.
More, yeah, okay. I'm sort of imagining that this is west, so they're coming from there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're coming from the north. Men of the north! What are those red chonky boys?
I guess
Hey.
we're gonna find out.
Seem to be some big, chunky henchmen.
Hmm. Oh, hey, Owen, you know what I'm going to say about diagonals, right?
Is it not? I said it to that. I swear. I know I did it to, like,
Apparently not.
all the maps, but not this one.
There we go.
So, I need to... Where's the blooming... Oh, there we are.
Alright, I am on my broom by myself, up by about 20 feet.
Watch out. They've got animated helmets. Damn, this is a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we killed like 22 guys at the castle, but...
That's just a drop in the water in the sea of blood.
Cool. So, you guys have arrived on the scene.
I assume that's the Cavoli expression. That doesn't translate.
Yeah, doesn't
It
translate
sounds
well.
better. It sounds better than in the original.
The
Inferno.
original.
Cavoli.
Common is a barbaric tongue.
Your mom is a barbaric tongue.
I'm going to go with yes, roll and second initiative.
I gave your mom my
Before it's
barbaric
into
tongue
the
last
public.
night.
Oh no.
Oh, my 20 plus rolls ran out.
Serves you
Oh
fucking
no, you've
right
used
for
them all.
insulting my mama.
I only rolled a 12. Wah.
Oh well, okay, there we go. Mine
15.
have arrived.
Yep. I won the last
Hey.
initiative, so I had to lose this one.
Oh god, I'm first.
Yeah,
No.
Turk with that initiative. Woo.
Yeah,
Yeah, my boy.
I did good.
Ah.
No, you're gonna charge in there, Vigil, and you're gonna tank with your D4 inspiration die.
With your single D4 inspiration, it's not even like a bless spell, where it's like.
You're
Hey
gonna
man,
deal-
it's what I didn't have before.
I mean, yeah.
Last time I give out free abilities.
Don't forget your 9 temp HP, guys.
I have them already.
Yeah.
Vigil is at
Nine.
69
Nine.
HP right now.
May I get put on the initiative tracker?
Yep. I know, I can just do that.
Thank you.
So, oh, accidentally had some people on there twice. Oops.
Oh, I think you guys did it properly and selected your token first. And I am...
I did mine first. I did mine correctly.
Oi.
God damn, I'm... Out of 14, I'm beaten by everyone. Okay, not the fucking Electrum Guard.
They didn't roll too well.
The Electrum Guard, they're like the slow 6/6 power units. You gotta wait. They got slow movement speed, but look at that. It's like a dreadnought in 40k.
Ah, shackle old shit.
Anybody ever play Heroes of Might and Magic 3?
Ages
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no.
There were
Uh,
some
Probably
units
horrible
that were absolute garbage because they had like 3 or 4 movement speed. But then if
Was
they
this
got
the-
in range,
It's not Butcher, but it's the Butcher token. So, they-
so we can kind of position ourselves, right?
yeah. So
Would it be-
anywhere behind the election guard's line,
Specifically because I rolled a stealth. Would it be possible for me to maybe creep around back here?
by all means.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Very good.
Are these okay? That's a fountain in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Is there
Well-
a building I can land on with a roof that I can have a little bit of cover? Anywhere?
Any of the buildings.
Alright, I guess I'll be up here.
Okay.
Okay. I have no broom and I am no stealth. I
I'm a
walk in
scream.
and remove the health. Um,
That's Kvoli poetry.
Yeah.
hey, I am still waiting for homework from you fucks, so we're waiting on that late Cavoli poetry.
Yeah.
Cavoli is brutalist architecture and poor rhyming schemes. Where are we going?
That's annoying. All the health bars and things have reverted for everyone's tokens. And they're not there.
I think it's because you dragged them in. Like I'll drag it directly off my sheet and see if that helps. Hang on. Nope,
Visual
I did
cast.
not do a thing.
No.
Visual cast duplicity.
Mm-hmm.
This entire time, you've been fooled.
Psych, it's a jumpsuit.
Turk,
Psych, I'm a cleric.
given you were
Yes.
in the heat of the fighting earlier, you do start this fight with 10 less HP.
Okay, that's fine. So like basically my
Yeah.
temp
You've already
HP and 1 HP off of my actual HP.
There we are.
What about
Okay.
me? I was melee fighting.
You
But I was,
succeeded
I was street fighting.
on your check. But also we're kind of being sneaky and ducky and dodgy, whereas Turk was essentially at the front of a wall assault.
Yeah.
Can I move
Turk was
to
leading
this...
by example.
Yeah.
Can I move to this corner cover for my initiative pass?
So
Or
you
for the
can
starting
enter-
position?
Enter here. That kind of area. Or there where people.
Is this now us doing all of our turns as like a proper
This is a
or is
regular
this
combat.
or is this us now like setting our like getting in position now and then the next turn will start once we're all in position.
Yeah, this is just where are you when you enter the scene.
Okay, yeah. Because I know where I wanted to get. I wanted to get up here.
You were fighting with the Electrum Guard in this
Yeah.
area, so I'd say
Oh
that's
yeah.
Cool.
Turk, are you with me? He's like, yeah, I'm literally fighting them right now.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Are you with me? Is the real question.
So Owen, where can I move to? Just in
Well,
general.
you're literally the last to enter the scene, so
Oh, okay, fair enough.
you would
fair enough.
enter from the right.
But you are
Okay,
horse
cool.
mounted, right?
Yes, Vigil enters stage right. Enter Vigil pursued by a bear.
I'm only pursued by bears on Fridays and Saturdays.
That's only on the night the club's open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it. It took way too long for me to get that one.
I need to get a. Do I have a horse icon to show that I'm mounted? Can I get a fucking horse?
I get a
I'll put a boot icon on my head. It looks like the boot's hanging off of his horn, which deeply amuses me. I have a boot on my horn. I do not approve.
Horn boot.
Horn boot.
Horn boot.
All right, guys. Let's do it.
I'm actually scared.
Horn and strength of blade.
You should.
I may pee myself.
Apologies, hi.
We fought way more people in the castle, and we didn't have Electrum Guard on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were also a little dumber about stacking.
Unless these new chonky guys are like super powerful. We got this in the bag.
What bag?
Enzo, you do recognize this particular guard?
Oh, is it toilet guard?
This one here marked green is indeed toilet guard.
Oh,
We're gonna have to kill him.
Yay!
No.
We're
He's
gonna
been
have to kill
upgraded
him.
to like personal guard duty for Shadow.
He's the only one. He's like one of the few people left.
He fought off a fucking Balgura. He deserves a retirement in like Valhalla.
Yep.
Give him an honorable death. That's all he can hope for. I'm not gonna fucking spare him.
Go, Vigil, go.
Go, Vigil. Go, Vigil. Go.
Go, Vigil, go, Vigil, go.
Is Elsa with us?
Yes, she is. She is not a combat wizard,
Okay.
so she is waiting with the ethereal spell.
Okay. Cool. Sick. All right. So I guess the plan of action is fuckle the shackle up until
tries
she
to
disappears into different plane, and then we go, haha, surprise, cock my eggs and arrive with the ethereal spell.
Mhm.
And then kill her horse, and then jump on her corpse repeatedly.
That's
And hopefully that gives us multiple successes.
oddly specific there.
Vigil will be celebrating.
It's Vigil's turn, right?
It is top of initiative, so Vigil, you're first.
Cool. With my 60 feet of horse movement. With my expertise in horsemanship.
Jump a fence.
I mean, no, this isn't the Grand National and I'm not evil. So,
Roll for your equestrian skill.
equestrian proficiency.
Roll for
Yeah.
polo.
My Little Pony.
No!
I used to wonder what friendship could be.
Until I started stabbing people. Right. If I was 5 feet closer, Vigil would just be like, I'm in there.
Runemaker, the party as ponies, please.
No,
No.
absolutely
I
not.
kind of
refuse.
want to see that.
I refuse. God, if I was 5 feet closer, I would be able to charge into her like the fucking opening of a horrible war film. But instead, Vigil will settle for, I guess, just kind of moving closer then. I use half my movement because I have 60 feet because I'm on a warhorse. I use half my movement to get behind the cover of this building. And then still got the remaining half. I won't check. I can still reach her if I jump the fence. I mean, it's a horse. I can still reach her if I do this.
It does take your movement using the horse. You can't move like.
I know.
The horse has 60 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used 30 to get over here.
Yeah.
I used the 30 to get. What was I? When I was there. I used 30 to get over there, and then 30 to get to her. Which means I could literally just jump into shackle with a horse.
Do it.
Might be an interesting way to start things. Just start off with a fucking straight up mounted attack.
Fuck her up!
Follow your heart.
Follow my heart. Heart says death.
Probably
Okay.
okay.
Bonus action branding smite. As I travel. That's on my weapon now.
You can't. I don't think you can really reach her though, because it's just. I don't know. The diagonals make it weird.
Owen, your judgment on this?
Measuring from there, 60 gets you this square and this square. But it's weird because if you break it up to there and then there and then there, you can get. Oh no, that is the same.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she's just out of reach.
Okay.
Where to move?
Yeah. In that case, yeah, I'm still gonna branding smite, just because it. I mean, having it prepared is a good thing. I'm basically not gonna melee engage any other soldiers until Shackle shows up, and then just say, "Hello, this is a sword." So I guess for now, does she? Would I need to make a check to see if she is aware that I am here right now, like around this corner, or whether she's focusing on other things?
You can spend your action. I mean, I guess that'd be an action to make a perception check, or action to make a stealth check to actively try and obscure your presence.
Nah. I mean, my perception's dog shit. And my stealth is, funnily enough, also dog shit. So I guess we start things off with a bang then. I guess I'm just gonna fucking Ray of Frost some dudes.
Okay.
This is the one that's in a direct line in front of me.
Cool. Go ahead.
Boom. 22 to hit with 11 cold damage.
Boom.
11 cold damage. He screams in shock and pain as he collapses to the floor, all iced over.
Good. Good start. First blood.
And it's now Tuck.
Okay, here we fucking go. Turk's going to go here. And he's going to swing at this boy first.
Okay.
So the first attack is going to be a 16.
That is a hit.
Hit. Lovely. So that's 15 slashing damage there for that first attack.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm assuming
Yeah, no, he goes down.
that... Okay, swing at the other one now.
It's a good thing she has a
Swoosh.
numbers advantage.
Swoosh. And that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that's another 10 slashing damage. I'm going to expend a superiority dice to add an extra d10 to that. I don't really know if that's going to make... Or a d8, rather. Is it a d8? I thought it was a d10.
I think it's a D8.
It used to be an 8, but you've leveled. I don't know.
I think it's... Okay, yeah, it's fair.
Does the
Anyway, it's
D10
12,
size go
12
up?
slashing damage total.
Oh, that is just enough.
Hey. Right, cool. So how much movement? I was there, and I've moved here. Could I now start, like, using the rest of my movement to get, like, here? To start running up towards
Yep.
Shackle?
By all means.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Sweet.
Sick.
Your dice become d10s at level 10, for the record.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Wow, we already
Next it
taken out
is-
3? Jesus.
Yeah, the
The
foot
guards.
soldiers are not very
Yeah, we're badasses.
Shackle better have some tricks up her sleeve.
Going round to the guards, and these will rush to engage. And as more come flooding in from the gatehouse they've broken into.
Ooh.
From behind. This guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm charging around this way. And they will engage in the Electrum Guard, and you watch as the Electrum Guard kind of about turn to start blocking. Sparks come from spears and swords striking off their plate. You do see some of the Electrum Guard take steps back, grunting in pain. The Electrum Guard are clearly more skilled than the shackled soldiers. However, the soldiers do have a number advantage. Although Turk has helped out on the top flank by killing a bunch. Very fast.
Oh my boy.
So they come charging forward. It seems like there's going to be a constant push of troops until there are no more troops to push. Coming through from the west. And None of them are interacting with PCs at the moment, so
Guys,
we
the
will
ads
carry
keep
on.
spawning infinitely. Just tunnel the boss.
We will come through to Soren.
Sarn, pop Bloodlust, please.
Time warp.
Time warp.
Oh god, that's oddly thematic for him as well.
Oh my god, it is. I kind of want to write that spell now. DM 8th level time warp. Hey.
I mean, it's just called 3rd edition haste. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay. DM, can I with my superior intellect that I don't have because I'm shit at combat, can Soren determine what the greatest threat is on this battlefield right now? If he just has a quick scan, what's the most threatening thing out there right now aside from Shackle?
What's your passive perception?
It's like 16. Hang on, let me double check that.
I mean,
15, sorry, 15.
big flaming devil horse looks pretty intense.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've not actually seen it fight, so you don't know what it does.
Right.
Flames.
Okay. Cool. And those big guys behind it, yeah. I'm gonna guess the flaming horse is immune to fire, but... fuck it! Remember how I said don't open with fireball?
Don't judge a horse by its cover.
I'm gonna open with fireball. I'm gonna drop one right in the fucking middle right here at 75 feet. So there you go. That will be...
You can thankfully...
I'm on a roof.
Yeah, but this building is also at the same height. But you can see Turk, so you can sculpt your own Turk.
Oh, that's good.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
We do not have a repeat of the jungle.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
I'm still
It's okay.
sorry. Alright. Incoming fire. I'm just gonna yell, nothing. I'm just gonna cast Fireball, because... Hey, Soren's warm welcome. Let's do it.
This is a very warm welcome.
You know...
So warm might give you 3rd-degree burns.
I have a warm heart, and it likes to light things on fire. 24 damage. That's a lot of fucking ones.
Holy shit, that is a lot of ones.
Shut up, I know.
The overall roll is not bad. That's just like...
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's
this guy's
ones.
gone.
Yep. Bye.
But Toilet Guard's leveled up.
Oh!
Toilet Guard is a tough boy.
God.
He uses a different stat block.
He's...
Does he have? Oh man.
He's
Is he gained like
Day Guard
class
now.
levels?
I kind of don't want to kill him, but I gotta kill him.
Toilet Guard's a level 1 fighter now.
No, he's advanced from Toilet Guard to Toilette Guard.
Toilet guard.
Toilet. Yeah.
Gonna make a dex check. Which he
Literally.
fails.
Sorry,
He
buddy.
started off as a latrine
Thank you.
guard, and then he was a toilet guard, and then he goes up to like.
Toilet guard.
Is Outhouse Guard above or below Toilet Guard?
Does that mean
I
he's the
think-
head guard?
Below.
I think below. Yeah.
Privy guard. Privy guard.
Is latrine chamber pot, and then outhouse,
Guard,
and
guard the head.
He's I would
And then
actually call
toilet.
him the Throne Guard, but
The throne guard.
Guardian to the throne.
Actually, yes.
when he levels up to his full potential, he'll become colonoscopy guard.
ooh.
Ooh, that does not sound fun.
I wasn't sure what
fail.
was above toilet.
Bidet Guard.
Bidet.
7. I forgot to actually hit the dex save button, so that's a +5 to that. Making it 13.
She still failed.
What's your spell save DC?
16.
Cool, she uses Devil Owns Luck.
Ooh!
Get fucked, bitch. Sorry.
And she
Actually.
gets to add 6 to that.
You're allowed to be rude to her. She is a bitch.
Bringing her total to 19.
She saves, bitch.
So she takes half damage.
This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed.
Okay,
And it
so
takes
Bitch.
half damage.
the horse. How's the horse
The
react
horse
to
is-
fire?
It seems to enjoy it.
Oh no.
Okay. Hold up, isn't she a tiefling so she gets half of half?
Mhm.
Yep.
I hate everything.
Listen, you're hitting the small guys and you're padding the meters. That's what's important.
I don't play FPS like that?
And that is the
That's
effect.
really
Also, the buildings are now on fire.
Fuck!
Well, because it ignites the, you know.
Can I not sculpt around buildings?
Did I? Are they a creature?
No!
Unfortunately not.
Okay, look, if you consider the amount of spiritual energy in a building, depending on the lives...
Okay, so it's Enzo's
No.
turn. And,
It's Enzo's turn, yeah. Not only is the building on fire, it detonates.
Really? Thanks,
No.
Enzo.
That's where all the sand was being stored.
Oh, that would be a bad thing. It's like a 9th level fireball, pretty much.
Alright, how tall is the building next to me? How many?
It is a single story.
Single story. Can I climb it pretty easily?
You can either make an athletics check to try and climb it quicker, or half speed up.
Half speed up. So like, I mean, half speed up, if it's a single story, would still probably get me there in a single move, right?
Yeah, 20 feet movement to get up.
Did you
Sure,
have
I do that.
The whatever thing, the rogue thing that lets you climb?
I don't. That's a thief specialization.
Oh, okay.
So 20 feet, I climb up here. 10
Okay.
more feet, move there. And I hope I'm still hidden. I still haven't done anything to reveal myself in this combat.
Yep.
So I would like to just ready an action to Eldritch Blast Shackle twice when an ally is next to her.
Okay. Cool. You do so. It is next in initiative. And I accidentally buried it under all the NPC stat blocks.
Before I do that, I'll cunning action dash to here. Right to the edge of the room.
Okay. The Election Guard engage, maintaining their line. They're not moving forward, they're not moving back.
Engage.
You hear 2 cracks as the 2 arquebus wielding Election Guard here fire. Do they hit? Yes. And yes. This guard gets. I should roll. Does not get punked. Although he gets heavily injured. He does get punked by the 2 guards fighting him, however. Because he's not going to survive that. And this one.
He was not prepared.
Yoga!
Yeah, that guy's dead. And then they start to reload, which seems to take a while. And the other Election Guard engage in melee and seem to be holding off, acting more defensive than aggressive, just holding the line. We come to the thugs. Turk and Enzo, you hear one shouts up to Shackle. Lady, what do we do? She turns, scanning, doesn't spot Nikolai hugging the rooftop. Though does see where the fireball came from.
What up, bitch?
Dealing with the dragon. I'll take the wizard.
You what? Uh-oh.
Wait.
You have to buy him a drink first?
This is going to hurt.
Yeah.
They rush forward to you, Turk. They are in like proper Cavoli scale, like infantry plate.
Okay.
Shield, short swords. They rush forward. They are going to make a number of attacks on you.
Okay.
What number?
They each have multi-attack and they each have pack tactics.
Oh! Turn is dead.
So,
So it's 6 attacks with advantage?
Keep your fucking dingy paws off my dragonborn!
that is 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Bludgeoning? That should be bludgeoning. That should be slashing.
It's a very blunt sword.
Let me add it.
that's-
Womp.
Yeah, he accidentally hits you with the backside of the sword.
Okay, yeah. So that's one. So is it 4 attacks total?
6 attacks total.
Oh,
Each
they have
with
3 attacks
advantage.
each?
2 attacks each, and there's 3 of them.
Oh. Oh man, toilet guard is one of the. Fuck you.
Toilet guard is one.
Let him live, y'all. That was our mistake.
The second one is a miss.
Okay.
I believe your AC is higher than 13.
Yes. My armor class, for future reference, my armor class is 15.
Okay, you are engaged on all sides, and there's a flurry of strikes. You're parrying and ducking and down. Some are getting through, but you're becoming it's tiring trying to block all of these. So as you are losing your hit points, that's the first one. The second one's going to make his pair of strikes. 6 slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay.
I'm just gonna
total all this up later.
And 3 slashing damage.
And then 3. Okay, cool. So we're at.
And then toilet guard. Toilet guard comes in.
We're at 14 total.
Hurts you twice? Oh, he has a vicious weapon? He has a vorpal weapon?
He hits for 4. And his second slash misses.
Nice.
Okay, so 17 damage total.
17
18
damage
damage
total.
Is
17 damage total.
You managed to parry and block a number of the strikes, but you're just getting sort of friction from all sides.
15,
And
2.
it is actually 18, because it's 5, 6, 3, and 4.
Right,
That's
okay,
18.
yeah. So 62 minus 18 is 44. Math.
Yes. You can also
Okay.
just type minus 18 on your token's HP bar, and it does the math.
Oh, look who doesn't have a token HP bar.
yeah, the token HP bar is reset for some reason, even though.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Exactly.
that's fine. This is fine. That gif is even more important and more like appropriate now that I put
Yup.
it.
18 damage is the outcome of that is A-okay, I would say.
Yeah. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Let me just very quickly, because I had a token and then completely forgot to actually. There you are. Right.
I have set it up so my AC is visible, my health token is green, and my blue thing is my movement speed. So
You ready? Fucking
yeah. So now
We
you
won't be
have-
able to see
backwards.
each other's unless the setting has changed.
Owen can click on me though and see my AC, my hit point total, and my movement speed.
So I can. Although I don't know what any of those. Oh, okay. I think I know what those numbers are.
Yeah.
I'm assuming 13 is your hit points and 41 is your AC.
Thanks, buddy.
So
That sounds right to me.
So sure, they can't hear you. AoEs. Oh, you're dead. Those are the butchers, as they are now called, seemingly. Engage in combat with Turk. It is then Shackle's turn. She's riding a nightmare, and a nightmare has a fly speed of 90 feet.
I beg your fuck?
As the horse rears, rising on the flames of your fireball, unleashes a demonic whinny,
I've made an error.
and becomes galloping through the sky, avoiding attacks of opportunity from all 3 of your companions. As it
I
moves...
have a question.
Yep.
If I see that it's going to fly up, it's probably going to notice me on the roof. Can I just release my Eldritch Blast?
Well, yeah, it comes up to Soren, and so would be next to an ally, so your Eldritch Blast would trigger.
Fair. Would I have a sneak attack? I was still
What
hidden.
was your stealth total? What was your stealth total?
25.
Even with -5 from disadvantage of being flat on a roof, your 20 is better than their passive perceptions, so I'm going to say yes.
Hooray! Okay.
However, Shackle
will-
and the Nightmare... Oh,
I'm
no,
about to
fuck them.
die, guys. It's been real.
Uh,
I have 40 fucking 1 HP. She can do that in a round. I'm dead. I am so dead. And I
okay,
didn't
so
fucking cast Mage Armor because I'm an
I
asshole.
will Eldritch.
God.
I will Eldritch. Oh, you didn't?
I think I cast it last session, but I don't remember.
Just say you have it cast before every battle going in. It's
I pretty sure I mentioned it last session, but I don't remember properly, so that's down to Owen.
Well, it lasts 3 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy to assume that Soren went, "We're going into battle. I'm gonna wake up."
I'm
There
going
you
into
go.
battle.
Thank you.
Like,
And I demand your strongest potion.
Strongest potions.
Exactly.
All right, 15.
All right.
every NPC that has mage armor,
Has a
it
cast.
says assume they have it on permanently because they will cast it every day.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast her twice
Thank you.
from a position of cover.
So you go,
Specifically, first one advantage or both advantage was the ruling? Because I'm hidden?
I think technically they're 2 simultaneous blasts, so
First one that hits will have sneak attack. 25 hits, 16?
I'm so dead.
is that a 16 to hit?
16 to hit, yeah. Against Shackle.
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Okay, so I do get 1 hit, and it is a sneak attack. Snorkatork. This much force damage, 12.
Okay, 12 force damage. Nice. They then engage Soren. And
Just out of curiosity for visuals, are they flying or was Soren on the roof? I'm saying, are they like way high up above, or are they like
No,
pretty
I'm
much
on
at roof
the
level?
roof. I'm like on my broom, but I'm like right above the roof.
Soren is World of Warcraft riding a flying mount at ground speed.
Kinda, yeah.
Love Rocket.
Okay, so I get charged by a shackle and a really angry horse.
I'm sure this horse has like 1 attack, and it's probably at a +4. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just a regular horse. It's just on fire.
It
Shackle's
feels like
just really mean.
Yeah, just sets her horse on fire. It's all practical effect. It's not actually magic.
Yeah.
Y'all.
she is going to make
God help my poor broken body.
the Nightmare will attack first.
Ugh.
And it will strike at you with its hooves!
Does Shackle at least have the decency to yeehaw as she
That
charges
hit.
in?
Oh my fucking what?
Huh.
It rolled really well.
27 damage to me.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The hooves do 2d8 plus 4 and come slamming down upon you, and they are also on fire, and your clothes begin to.
I'm bloodied. I'm down to 14 HP.
Holy fuck.
I'm probably gonna die,
She
guys.
then levels her sword at you and will strike twice, but she doesn't have any chains with her at the minute because she's flying through the sky.
Good.
Great.
Is that
Uh, So she's only getting 2 attacks.
Does that count as
Against
massive
the wizard.
damage, DM?
That's the wizard. Sorry?
Does that count as massive damage, DM? That was more than half my HP in 1 hit.
This is true.
Wait, is that a rule?
It was something that we spoke about after the last session.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it was more the lingering injuries. I was interested in using the massive damage.
Yeah, well, I just got kicked in the chest by a horse.
Oh, if you want to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I really don't. But sure.
You seem...
We're in
you're-
temporary HP as well.
No, that was my temporary HP.
That was? Oh.
Yes! 41 was with +9. I have 32 normally. I'm a fucking wizard! Oh, God. Alright, Constitution saving throw is a 14.
Okay. I'm trying to find the page.
Vigil's getting horse
on?
at me right now. This horse can't.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Why
mate,
can't you
it's
fly? just look at him.
Your,
Why can't you
your
fly?
horse is very upset. It's not about the skill of your horse.
Hey. In all usefulness, Vigil didn't need his horse to fly before.
Ooh.
So, I'm going to roll a d10.
What horrible injuries does my poor wizard get this time?
You cannot take reactions to the end of your next turn.
Cool.
Thankfully, I rolled an 8, which is quite tame.
Good.
As the shock of the impact rushes through your body, you are somewhat dazed and unable to react to events around you.
Cool.
Shackle's going to make 2 strikes with her longsword, which is... Bye-bye book. It fell off my table.
Jesus.
That's the sound Soren's about to make.
I'm on through, thankfully.
That's not a good thing. It means I can't reach the horse.
It's spiked, it's sloped, and there's some prickly bushes at the bottom now.
Thankfully, she's only one-handing the longsword. If, silver linings. First strike is a 12 to hit.
No.
And
Nice.
you managed to parry. She rolled a 5? I think, yeah, rolled a 5 plus 7. And she comes down for a second swing with a cry of frustration, which also misses.
Oh-ho!
Wow!
Ah! Okay.
This is some Quidditch shit. You're dodging on a broom.
And she has used her Devil's Own Luck, so... Oh, it's an ability check, not an attack, so there we are.
Nice.
There we are. It is now back to Vigil.
Okay, how far up?
Help! Help! Oh god, help!
And how far up, and is there any way I can actually get up there? Question mark?
She's currently 15 feet off the ground.
So, other than by fucking climbing, there's no way, right?
No.
I don't know, you're on a horse? Maybe stand on your horse and then reach up?
I don't know if that's anything, because I won't be able to attack after that, probably. That's probably an action to climb up, right?
Oh, you can just spend movement to climb.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have 60 feet of movement. Half of that, probably... Half of that, because the horse can't climb, so...
Yeah. I'm going to say, make me a athletics check if you want to leap from your horse onto the roof.
Okay. 13. Ugh, fuck me, that's terrible.
Okay. You would spend... Okay, this is where D&D moving gets weird with mounts. Let's work this out. So from here, you move 20 feet, and you get to here, so that is a third of your movement.
Alright.
You then leap 5 feet up, which... And sort of scrabble onto the roof. 30 feet, 20 feet of movement, minus 10. So you are prone on the ground here, with 10 feet of movement left.
Well, can I stand up then?
And you can stand up for 5 feet of movement,
Yeah, and then I'm now within range to attack Shackle, right?
I think. You can attack the Nightmare. Unfortunately, Shackle's on top of the Nightmare.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool, sweet, great, fine. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna attack the fucking horse then.
Okay.
Yeah, it begins. I am using my greatsword.
Okay.
So that. So my AC should. By the way, my AC is 16 when I'm using my greatsword, not 18.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on the left health bar. There we go.
You still have smite?
I know. That's why I'm here, baby. So greatsword stab 1. 13. Wow, a resounding excellence.
That hits.
What, that hits?
Hits the Nightmare.
Woo!
Oh, sick. Alright,
Check it
10
out.
slashing damage.
Okay.
I don't... fuck it. We're gonna start putting smites into this fucking thing. It needs to
It's
die.
like, you know what? Just fuck it.
You know what? It's time to die.
They both have to die anyway, eventually.
Yeah.
It is a fiend.
Oh, very good. Okay. So, I'm gonna put a second level Divine Smite into it, which puts it up to 4d8? Because it's
Correct,
a 3d8
yeah.
for a second level spell slot plus 1d8 because it's an additional fiend, so another 4d8.
Kill it, please.
That's 19.
Damn, son.
And then the Branding Smite that's on as well. Do you want me to use the damage I rolled earlier, or do you want me to roll it again?
You can just roll the additional
Okay.
damage, right?
No, that was the damage for the divine smite,
Yeah.
and then
You
I have
did
to
the
roll
10
for the
slashing
branding
damage
smite.
for the greatsword. Yeah, just roll the d8
Okay,
separate. Or the d6s, however, whatever.
Yeah, okay, so it's
Good
2d6 for branding smite, and because... Yep, nope, there's no additional thing with this one, just flat 2d6, cool.
What damage type is Branding Smite?
Radiant.
Okay.
37.
Damn.
Pretty good. It's the double smite.
Cool.
And-
It's not a happy pony.
Okay, cool, then I'm gonna stab it again.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Paladin Burst is great.
Second attack.
Hey,
Crit on this one.
come on, boy. Let's
I
melt
hope
it.
Paladin
so.
crits are the best.
Second attack.
Also, you've got inspiration.
I do! That's good, because I'm gonna use it now.
Before
Because that was
two.
an
That is a
11.
miss.
Not with a 2 on the dice!
No.
13 total.
I rolled a 13 on the first attack, remember?
So it hits.
So
Oh.
it hits.
Just enough.
Hey!
So 7.
I knew there was a reason I gave Vigil that.
And then second fucking smite again.
Teamwork,
Second
y'all.
level smite again. So 4d8 again. 19 again.
Okay.
And that is all of my second levels.
How's the nightmare looking?
I'm doing calculations.
Can I wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of doing some
37
calibrations.
63 total.
That is 63 total.
Yeah.
It is, I believe, alive.
Oh.
Though it is
Do I get
looking-
does it take double damage from radiant?
No.
Okay. Oh, is it undead that take double damage from radiant? Okay.
It's certain types of
Some
undead.
creatures take double damage.
Alright, sick. I'm happy with the gratuitous amount of damage I did there.
It is alive.
Damage.
Damage.
It was not a happy bunny. Turk.
Oh, actually,
All right. Oh, was there something else that Vigil wanted to do on his turn?
no, never mind. I realized I took protection style instead of great weapon fighting.
Right. Okay. Cool. So there are
Grateful Wizard right here.
3 of them around me.
Yeah.
Would I have disadvantage on the attacks because they're surrounding me, or no?
No. No.
It's not. You get advantage from crowding, but you don't
Yeah.
get disadvantage when you're surrounded.
They have a pack tactics.
They have advantage in
ability.
pack tactics, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're flanking me anyway, so that's fine. Right, so let's just go clockwise around. This guy first.
I think
And-
Charlotte Guard can still be redeemed.
Let me see here. Let me just double check. Right, so first of all, for my bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind. Because, ow. Let me see, 1d10 plus 7. Extra HP. Let me just do that real quick as I struggle. 6 plus 7, 15.
13.
13. Math is hard.
Okay.
So I'm back up that. And then now, yeah, so 2 attacks on the guy to my left. So, first attack. And then second attack.
Damn.
First one's a 16, second one's a 17.
Both hit.
Crunch.
Both hit, and that's 8 plus 15 slashing damage. That is 20.
23.
3. Thank you. 23 damage total. Is that enough, or is he still up?
I'm gonna double check.
I'll-
Roll20 decided to not remember any of the.
Well, on one of those, I'll use a superiority dice to.
Well, the one you targeted is down.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I said I used it before I think it'd be kind of metagaming-y to be like, oh no, I'm gonna use that on the next guy. But
Okay, sure.
so I've used that.
I
Fine.
respect
I wanted to
your-
make sure he was dead.
He is very dead. You parry, stab. And...
Right.
Ah!
Okay, action surge.
Ooh.
Start over. Rinse and repeat. Butcher's axe.
Go, boy, go.
That was probably. Let me see. It's a 16 and then a 23. So, and that is 27
hits.
damage total.
He goes down as well because the fireball
Right,
from
cool.
earlier.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I just kind of turn slowly and look at Toilet Guard.
He looks
Can I
with
roll
the fireball.
intimidate?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm Turk doesn't intimidate. What the fuck am I doing? Apparently Turk intimidates. It wasn't for any purpose. It was just for me. So
Beautiful.
anyways, that's my turn. That's my turn.
And we will come to Toilet Guard when we come to Toilet Guard.
Sounds like a plan.
For now,
Just now, isn't it?
is the normal guards. No, these are the normal guards who rush forward.
He's got his own initiative marker. He goes with these guys who are now dead.
Engage the Electrum Guard in a fierce melee. Soren,
Go.
it is your turn.
So I just watched Turk Whale and the Chonky Red Boys and turned them into Chonky Red Boys.
Chunky salsa.
I have a flaming horse and an angry shackle in front of me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Vigil, I'm gonna look at the horse, I'm gonna look at Shackle, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Bye! I'll be back!
That's a wise decision there.
If I get hit again, I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wise decision.
Right, so I cast invisibility on myself.
Yeah.
And I am going to get off the roof.
Okay.
Somewhere.
That's definitely the way to go.
Which way?
Like that.
Yeah,
Just panic zigzags.
dodge and weave, duck and weave. I can get to 50
Serpentine pattern.
feet. Yeah, I'm gonna go here over by the fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the rules for attacking someone if
You
they're
get
invisible?
disadvantage. You
Disadvantage.
get
If
disadvantage.
you know where they are, like you know the square they are. Well, first you have to guess the square or know the square.
Can I
Right.
take a 5-foot step back and then move?
That's called disengage.
And I guess I can't do that because I'm a wizard.
They would.
I can't take
They would
reactions.
probably know.
How does it work with reaction attacks?
You still got. You get
It's not
the
the same.
attack of opportunity just with
It's
disadvantage.
yeah. I was
Basically,
gonna
you have
attack
to
with
you have to
disadvantage.
somehow you target a square because you don't know where they are, and then if you happen to target the right square, then you still roll with disadvantage. Is the
Right.
rule.
Alright, well, I'll take it as it comes, eh?
The nightmare targets this square,
It's probably a pretty safe bet. That's where
and
the square Soren
Shackle
disappeared.
swings here, assuming that if it goes backwards, the nightmare will get them. If Soren goes into Vigil, we'll be crashing into Vigil, and so swings here, which would be on Shackle's route, so gets one attack at disadvantage. And I accidentally opened Word somehow. So, Shackle.
Word up.
If he hits me, I'm
longsword
gonna
strike.
die.
You got more health than one.
Oh,
Okay.
Bye.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
She
Yeah.
still hits me.
She still hits you, but she's not going to do 650,000 slashing damage and turn you into julienne salad now.
Only 325,000 slashing damage.
She needs 14.
Oh, there we are.
12.
She gets 12.
Right, I'm down to 2.
Okay.
Oof. Oof.
And
the
now
doofa.
concentration.
Oh, no. That is... No, you take 10, not 12. It thought it was a crit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I take 10, not 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to 4.
Are you sure that's not? I thought you said she had like brute or something.
Why
Yeah,
did none of us
she
take,
rolled, she rolled 2d8 plus 4, and she got a 3 plus 4.
No, that makes sense.
That is a 17 to maintain concentration.
You succeed.
Still invisible.
indivisible.
Enzo.
It's 10 or half of the damage that you take, whatever's higher,
So
right? Yeah.
how bad does Nightmare and Shackle look? Give me the sitch.
Shackle looks pretty damn dandy. The Nightmare's looking pretty rough. It looks like Vigil's done a number on it.
Okay.
Good.
In that case, 1 second.
Sending
I
you a
have not
message,
used this
DM.
ability enough.
Soon to be boomed.
Okay. Yeah, we are going to run in there. Can I do a cool running jump and attack in midair with a flank?
Go for it.
Thank you. Yep, and then we do a cool spinning hit with the dagger. It's going to be a... Yeah. I want to do a green flame blade, but that does fire. It's going to be a booming blade.
DM, you have a DM.
Okay.
Is boom.
He's boomed. With advantage, I attack with a flank, the Nightmare.
Okay.
And that is a 21.
It's very, very good
hits.
that you had advantage.
21 hits, which means 1d4 plus 4 plus 1d8 plus 1d6. And I'll say the line, the Nightmare is boomed.
Okay, good.
It takes 11 slashing and 2 thunder, if that matters.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh! Well, obviously running along the roof, cool 360 jump, and then sort of mid 360.
360.
Yeah, of course, it's going in the montage. Mid 360 dagger swipe that crackles with lightning energy and leaves a deep gouge that. And then right as I land, I do a cool 3-point landing, and then there's an explosion. Yeah,
There is an explosion of flames as it immolates.
this one's going in the trailer, boys.
The Nightmare. It's not even.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another kill cam video. Remember to smash that like button.
Smash this subscribe.
Jesus Christ, y'all.
Across the map, daggers.
I am selling 50s in team rank. Never mind. Does she fall?
On her turn.
Oh, okay. She's frozen, Looney Tunes style.
No,
She doesn't fall until she looks down.
I guess that's it. I have a bonus action, but you know what? As a bonus action, I will Hexblade's Curse her. Fuck it.
Okay.
Nice.
You do so.
Horse dead. Now we kill bitch.
Point the dagger. Rays
She-
of strange unlight.
She doesn't shout in upset, but in just anger, as her mount dissipates beneath her. And she falls to ground level. Well, yeah, resolve the falling now.
It is ethereal.
Apparently, we don't. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Who needs
I
a map?
set up. I will give a brief teaser of. I had one prepared.
I would like to be in
Look
the
at that.
ethereal,
Oh.
please.
Oh,
That's cool.
Whoa.
that is cool.
Because I have fundamental Photoshop skills.
Nice.
Yeah, hue saturation.
I can make anything blue. So, she slams into the ground in a 3-point landing, and is immediately leaps to her feet, ready to fight.
Okay.
She has to check.
I do a cutesy line like, I guess you've hit the end of your chain, Shackle. That one's not going in the trailer.
From invisibility, Soren rolls his eyes.
Barry, edit that out.
We do another take.
Line.
Vigil cracks open his bottle of Dasani and just goes, right, we're doing this scene again.
I only drink LaCroix.
Wow! My mom has a fridge full of that shit. You want some?
That's
so on brand for Enzo as well.
that and lots of cough syrup.
Oh.
Enzo's
Okay.
robo tripping.
Robo-tussin! The song about that. Anyway, oh my god, it is so hot in here. Holy shit.
The Soren drops to the ground, and the nightmare disappears.
Soren?
The objects, sorry, Shackle. The objects the nightmare was carrying, however, fall to the ground as 4 lengths of chain
Oh,
fall from the sky in a inanimated coil.
bring it.
The Election Guard continue their melee. They are essentially doing their thing and keeping the rest of the guards from Shackle soldiers from engaging you guys, letting you do your work. Toilet Guard failed his check.
Oh god.
He takes the disengage action,
Mm-hmm.
leaps over the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As he rounds the corner, going, "Flee, my lady!" Only to see the nightmare explode into coal and ash. As his helmet that was askew from the fireball, he just, no, puts it back into place, turns and raises his shield expectantly.
Guys, this is how we make a reoccurring bad guy, by the way.
Yeah, we gotta
We
kill
have
him
made-
this round.
Do you want
made
reoccurring
a
villains?
reoccurring-
Because
yeah.
that's how you get reoccurring villains.
This is the man we underestimate until later in the game he makes a pact with Asmodeus
Asmodeus. Sorry.
and reappears as a 60-foot devil.
Ooh, rock me, Asmodeus.
This is good shit.
Okay.
Bring it, Shackle.
She is going to use her action.
Tear my heart out and eat it.
I mean,
Kalima.
she tried it with me. I ran away. Because I'm a bitch.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Are you also
Vigil jumps
a
into the
lover?
fray.
I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I will not be ashamed. 90s. Ayy.
She kicks the door open behind her.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Nice.
Never girl.
I thought about going in there, but I kind
Steps
of...
inside. And uses her action to animate chain.
Oh, it costs an action. That's cool.
As the 4 chains writhe and coil to her through the doorway. And yeah, you lose sight of her in the building.
Sure.
As she moves to where none of you have line of sight.
Bitch.
Bish.
And that's all she can do. Vigil.
Orc.
Nice, cool.
Is it-
She
Yeah, Vigil then.
fall down.
Yeah,
Vigil
sorry.
jump down.
Okay.
Vigil's gonna get down and look at
Can
Nikolai
you-
as if to see, like, ask, like, where the fuck is she?
Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah, dexterity save 8.
Oh.
I'm good.
What? +3 from
Uh,
yourself.
Oh yeah, 11.
You unfortunately land prone.
Great, cool.
Jumping off a roof in
In the half plate, it's not the
your
wisest
armor,
decision.
yeah, you don't take
Uh,
damage from it, but you kind of fall to your, like, you catch yourself, but you are on the ground. You have to spend
Yeah.
half your remaining movement to stand up.
I mean,
That's the
so-
comedy beat after the cool action beat earlier.
Is it 10 feet off the roof to there then, and then rest of my
10
movement
feet
is 10
down.
feet, yeah?
And then you have 10 feet left, yeah.
Cool. Jump off. Presumably presumably Enzo tells me where, or at least basically just
I mean-
shouts where she went.
Enzo's
Yeah.
in real time. Enzo is running in there, but obviously it's turn based.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Enzo, you saw head in this direction.
actually, hang on. Would I AOO her? She moved away.
Yes, you would.
Sweet.
sorry. Yeah, I should have mentioned attack of opportunity is shield.
Nah, I forgot to.
Fuck her up.
So that is a hit.
An
Well,
18
Actually, I
hits. However, she then uses her reaction to parry.
very
Increase.
well.
Oh, she has
AC
the
by
spooky drow
3.
parry.
Which unfortunately turns it into a miss.
Ooh, okay.
So, as she dashes through the doorway, you lash out with your dagger, and there is a clang of crystal on steel, and she that knocks the shrike to the side and ducks into the building.
Okay. DM, what do my tiefling eyes see?
Currently, nothing.
Is the door open?
The door is open.
Oh, okay. Cheeky bitch. All right. And take 5 feet and step inside.
Okay.
Hello.
You can see nothing.
Huh. She's not hiding under a table like some Home Alone bullshit, is she? Am I gonna get an iron to the face in a minute?
Attack against stealth would be a perception check action if that is what she's doing.
Really? Oh my god. Okay. Cool. And I'm assuming this map is accurate as to what I can see. Then, yeah.
Yeah.
Like rooms to the right that I don't know are rooms because the doors
Yeah.
are presumably all closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I've just realised that what I thought was a door was in fact a window. So she kicked a window in and jumped through that.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
I mean,
didn't
Vigil
realize.
followed suit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
Perfectly
Um,
good open door just next to it. She still just jumps through the window.
I mean,
Apparently,
she has to be extra.
I know. It'd be great. Oh.
Okay. Vigil. In that case, can I see Enzo?
yeah.
And can I see Soren?
No, I'm invisible.
Oh, you're
No, you-
invisible, yeah. Okay.
No, I fucked off. I, like, you saw runes appear, and I was just. Beep.
Oh, never mind. It says 3 creatures of your choice. Oh, it's for 30 feet within range.
Yeah, I'm out of range.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I guess in that case, Vigil's going to use his 2nd level armor of Agathis as his racial.
Okay, nice.
And 2nd level armor of Agathis is racial, so I have that replaces Turk's 9 temporary HP. It's inefficient, but it means if she hits me, she's gonna hurt. So my 9 temporary HP, Turk's inspiration disappears from my mind. As I suddenly this kind of black frost starts running up Vigil's armor, and there you go, armor of Agathis level 2. That's my racial down. And with that, I'm going to take a 5-foot step towards this room. And that's my movement.
Cool. You see Shackle.
Do I? Where is she?
She is there.
She's hiding
Oh.
in the corner.
Wow.
She seems
Okay.
to be readying for a charge, and she's now leveled her sword at you and is preparing to do so.
Cool. I'm ready. Let's go, bitch. And that is my turn. I do not have a bonus action I can do.
Turk.
All right. Cool. Let's see here. Please.
Oh, yeah. Let me put a armor of Agathis icon on. There you go. And I'm no longer mounted. I'll remove my boot.
Yeah, I could do that. I think. No, not quite. I
Reach
can't
the guard.
quite.
Can you go?
Oh yeah, no, I can. I can. Yeah, that's the idea. So if I go like here first and then there.
Yep.
Can I do that? Okay. Basically, like I'm gonna go up behind this guy. I'm gonna swap. Even though it's not as powerful, I'm gonna swap over to my sword because I want this to look cool.
Sure, why not?
Basically gonna go up to this guy, and kind of under my breath I'm gonna mutter, I gave you a chance. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and stab him in the back with my longsword.
He is facing you.
Kid.
So,
Oh, is he facing me?
yeah, he stopped, turned,
I
and shielding you.
Okay, well, never mind then. I'll attack him with the axe then. I assumed he was still looking around because he was gonna go attack these boys who were gonna go attack Shackle.
He didn't expect us to run into a building.
Okay, fair enough.
and
All right.
Could we not be summoning hellish abominations?
I'll just
I cast
That is
Summon
a-
Belgara.
Hit and a miss.
Oh, did I? Okay. For some reason it only said that it's I only saw my dice rolling once. So anyways,
Okay, your
yeah.
first
So the
strike,
one, the first and the second. Ignore the third. So that's so this is 13. I'm gonna dump a point of superiority into that, and that's going to be a
5.
that's going to be a distracting strike.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait.
Jesus, good lord.
I'm trying to.
Sauron,
Sorry.
cease.
Sorry.
uh.
Spell diagrams.
What is
That's
a
gonna be a
distracting
that's gonna be a disarming attack. It's a strength saving throw.
I think Rune used distracting attack on the DM.
Sorry.
15.
Okay. Does that succeed? I forget.
What is your DC?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I think it
Oh,
would
he
be
just
15.
just succeeds.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, wait. Let me see. Because it's
It'd be 11 plus your Dex mod,
11 plus strength.
or whatever your highest is.
So actually, it would be 15. But either way, it succeeds. Because he
Okay.
meets it exactly.
Yep.
So I need to fix that.
Okay. Cool. We then come round to the guards who are engaged with the Electrum. I'm gonna remove those two from the initiative because they're not really involved. Soren, it comes round to you.
Right. Hey, Anton, some math real quick. Is it more efficient to cast Scorching Ray or Magic Missile at a higher level?
I don't know if the Scorching Ray is what, 66?
2d6. Yeah, but it's
Times
66.
3.
Yeah, times 3. So
And what is Magic Missile?
1d4, and then at a higher level you get another dart.
Oh no, definitely
It's-
Scorching Ray.
Cool.
It's
I'm gonna
3d4 at first level.
I'm gonna
That's-
Scorching Ray fucking Toilet Guard.
Magic Missile always hits, that's the advantage.
That's true, but
Okay.
Bastard's
I'm not
gonna-
saying I want you to roll on that one. But
Scorching Ray. Here we go.
toilet
You're
guard.
invisible, your first one has a advantage, or all three? I don't know how it works.
That's a crit.
Fucking dead either way.
Bye. All right. So
Cool.
that is he dead? On that first ray.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to turn around and cast the other 2 rays on these 2 guards right here. These guys. Whoops. Hold on. These
Okay.
guys- these 2. So this is the second. This is the second one. That's a 27. 9
That
fire
hits.
damage. And the last one. 15.
That misses. No, that does it.
Okay, so that's 1 for him and 1 for him. And then I'm gonna use my movement. To go
You are
35.
no longer invisible.
Yeah, oh no. I'm definitely not invisible. 30 feet to fucking toilet guard. Motherfucker's getting a vial of blood taken from him. Insurance. And that's
That would be an action to take.
You think? Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna move to Turk then. And get a vial ready. And just look at him.
Okay.
Tetris? Tetris?
Enzo's got turn.
It is
Not
my
yet.
turn.
Not yet.
I
Right.
have a question. So because this happened in real time, I would immediately chase Shackle as she ran. I would know where she's running, right?
You know she ran in this direction to her right.
Because in real time, it's not like she ran 30 feet while I stood still and then I chased her. In real time, we're running together.
Well, she had some degree of initiative, so with a burst of speed, she ducked into the building.
Sure.
Like,
Just a little faster.
Jump through the window. And
Right.
do I see?
you would see Vigil looking to his right with intent.
Okay.
So you could assume that she is to your right.
Sure. Let's run up.
And then you would see her.
I'm gonna turn the
Yeah.
AC on. I'm muting myself. Sorry, it's really hot.
Oh, tough. I'm chasing her. If I were to run into here and attack from the door, I'm guessing there'd be some form of cover if I was attacking like this.
Yes, something that counts as half cover.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to blast her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Or I could. Nah, I like Eldritch Blast right now. Because I have her cursed. So, 2 strikes, 2 blasts. 10. Urgh. And how about a 13? Ugh.
Unfortunately, ducks and dodge. Even in her armor, she is an agile fighter.
Okay, just in case, bonus action disengage, and then let's see, I moved blah blah, and then moved to here.
Okay.
Hop back. Not taking chances with those chains.
That was a wise move. They are indeed reached 10. So you were in range there. Toilet Guard is unfortunately expiring. And I think as it comes around to Shackle and she lunges forward into an assault, we'll take a break
Ooh,
because it is 9 o'clock. And I think we normally take a break at 8:30.
Yeah.
half 9.
Was it normally half?
No, it's 8:30. We started. Yeah. But anyways.
We take a break half an hour ago. Yes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah. So we will take a break now.
Yeah.
And then return with Shackles.
Yeah, so we'll be back at around 1:15. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, hydrate, stretch, do all that good shit, and we'll be back then.
Yeah. Let's
Wish
do
us
it.
luck. Pray for us. Pray for our sinful souls.